Hello. Wow, that was loud. Man, I finished all my work for today, so I get the afternoon off. Go me. I'm gonna kill that music. Yep, another week, another week with enough money to pay the bills. Oh yeah, go me. So now we get to play some video games, and specifically, we're gonna be playing Shadowrun Returns. Is the high-res scale mode necessary? I don't know. I'm sure we can handle ATEX anti-aliasing though, surely. Let's bump the text speed up a tad. Camera edge pan. I'm going to turn it off just because I do not have my mouse locked to screen. So we'll wasad it, I think. So Shadowrun. Man, if you've been following me for a long period of time, you'll know that about a decade ago, I played Shadowrun Dragonfall on YouTube, and I really, really fucking enjoyed it. And then recently, Apple TV announced that they are making Neuromancer, the William Gibson novel that Shadowrun is essentially based on. So naturally, I immediately went and read the Sprawl trilogy. To catch myself back up on all that vibe in anticipation. And then that's just left me in the mood for some Shadowrun, basically. And whilst I am, friends with people who play TTRPGs, none of them like Shadowrun for some reason. Not because they've played it and hated it, they're just not into that idea. They just want fantasy RPG. So, all the DMing I do is D&D based. Or Pathfinder or something down that line. I never get to play fun sci-fi stuff like Shadowrun or Starfinder or anything like that. So this is about as good as it's going to get. So I own Shadowrun Returns and Shadowrun Hong Kong, so I figured we'd dip in and have a look at Shadowrun Returns. When we did Dragonfall, I played a Street Samurai, I believe, a ranged Street Samurai. So this time we're going to go in with something a little bit different. And I think what we're gonna do is be a Decker. And then if we play Hong Kong, we'll be a mage of some description. Like a street shaman. Probably. So yeah, we're gonna build like an intelligent character. Ooh, do we want to be a girl or a boy? Well, we were a boy last time, so let's be a goyle. And we were an elf last time, so let's be something else. Do you want to be a girl dwarf? They have bonus willpower, which is probably pretty tasty for us. Yeah, let's be a female dwarven Decker. Starting intelligence is only 9, but we can bump that up. It's fine. Decker. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Who do we want to be? Kind of like that vibe. Yeah, I think we're going with that. What is this? Is this one skin color? Do we not get to choose these? I see. Wow. It's a surprising amount of hairstyles for such a small little poison. Can we get a sort of purple mohawk? Does it have to be normal colors? A sort of claret, I guess. I don't think we can get actual purple. Fine, we'll go black. Who cares? We won't have a beard. And no horns. Continue to stats. Spend your karma. Oh my god, I haven't played the Shadowrun system or read the books in so long. Karma represents the experience characters own within the shadows. Blah, blah, blah. Right. We have some karma available. Okay. I mean, we have to bump our int, right? We just have to. because we're deckers. We've got 5 karma. So we just... Oh, see, we could go decking 2 and bump the int later. Because maybe that would be useful. Increase your chance to hit enemies by 10%. Oh, it could be pretty fucking handy, couldn't it? It also reduces this chance to be hit. Okay, fine. Let's go intelligence. We'll just bump the int straight away. Choose an etiquette. Okay, so what's our sort of social vibe? I don't think we're corporate. I don't think we're security. I don't think we're a gang either. I think we're looking at either Shadowrunner or street. Maybe what were we last time? I think maybe let's be a professional runner. Right? Oh, and a name. Oh shit. Okay. What's a good decker name? What's a good decker name? You just gotta think of some sort of computer component, right? That's how you do it. Oh man. Let me think. It's got to be something good, something, because we're going to be stuck with this name for the whole thing. Last time we called our street samurai Slick, which I kind of like. It was pretty generic, but it worked. And Slick is a character from Mona Lisa Overdrive, so you know, as a name, it worked. For a decker name, because like in Gibson's thing, is the first decker you meet is Case, who like is just like, that's not really a good name like that, but like then you meet Dixie Flatline, and then you've got Bobby Newmark, who calls himself Count Zero, which is good. What about Zero Index? How's that for a name? What about Molex? Like a Molex cable. That's pretty retro. What about... Oh man. About Module. I quite like Zero Index. Let's just fucking go with Zero Index. Your apartment, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's got 4 walls, a roof, and it isn't on fire. Nice. That's my kind of apartment. Even the cockroaches have fled in search of better accommodations. Not exactly a runner's dream pad, but right now it's about all you have left. Running the Shadows is all about feast or famine. One day you're Nova Hot, working jobs that allow you to eat at 5-star restaurants. The next, well, you're here. This one's a famine for the ages. Slacking fixer hasn't called, the money's run out and then some. Sinless and free to starve in the cracks of a society run by megacorps who just want your new yen. Something needs to change, and soon. Here we are. Here is Zero Index in her natural habitat. Do I have a... Ah, nice. Okay. Does that have a range? Or will it just highlight the whole room? I think it highlights the whole room. Very good. Okay, let's explore our appartement. Your notebook, calendar contacts, that kind of thing. View our contacts. The list is sad, dried up. Car Detroit fixer, no response to messages. Dowd, runner, dead. Felton Nash, fixer, missing since Feb. New Larry, runner, dead. Sam Watts, runner, probably in a gutter somewhere. Sangoma, runner, dead. Halfjack, dealer, retired or dead. The list goes on, all either dead ends or just plain dead. So my calendar, it's empty, nothing to do, just like IRL. Answer your vid phone. A slip of paper with your bank balance enough to cover you through the end of the week. Okay, let's answer the vid phone before we use the computer. Sam Watts. The screen leaps to life, making you squint against its brightness. The face on the screen is laughing. Sam Watts. Hey, buddy. Hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. He giggles. He's drunk again, or worse. You're zoned. Another giggle. Oh, hey, don't bother with your side of the conversation. I'm not really here. Just one reason for this vid. Someone finally geeked me. I'm dead. I probably had it coming. When you're an unsavory character like myself, you tend to associate with other unsavory characters who often partake in unsavory business. Like you, for example. So why am I dead? Who knows? Probably my fault. Wonder where you are right now. I bet you hit a big payday and you're living high on the hog somewhere. Some of us are born winners, and some of us are me. Hey, you remember that Renraku run when things went to hell and we lost Dowd? Or that makeshift saloon on the docks afterwards? I really had your back that night, didn't I? Dowd. That's a name you haven't heard in a long time. Flashback? Flashback, Chipapa? 3 years ago, a makeshift bar on the Seattle docks. The night Dowd went down. Okay. We're here with Sangoma and New Larry, and presumably Dowd. What Sangoma got to say? Oh, wow, that is fucking one hell of an orc. Look at that. Sangoma is an urban shaman who proved her worth during a run against Fuchi last fall. She's the quiet type, an experienced runner. We're out in the open here, Zero Index. Wait for another appointment, Sangoma? Sarcasm doesn't suit you. Let's wait another 5. Okay. A New Larry. You've been running with New Larry for about 6 months now. He's a combat mage with a bad tattoo and a bad attitude. And you Dowd almost as well as you did. Dowd, never saw anybody die like that before, idiot. He shakes his head. I hate this fragging city, Zero Index. It's wet and the rain feels like acid and I want out of here. I get it. Now take a pill and relax. Sure, Zero Index. Sure, whatever you say. I don't know Zero Index. Oh, not Sam. I don't know Zero Index. Sam is a good guy and can hold his own in a fight, but he's been hitting the bottle pretty good lately. Never on a run so far, but he needs watching. He shakes his head. That run went sideways 9 ways to Sunday. Now the fixer is late. Smell funny to you? Yeah, it smells funny. Look at where he set the meeting. This place was supposed to be a public place. Cut the dreck, Sam. We both know why Dowd went down. It wasn't the fixer or some other paranoid chip dream of yours. Sam smiles a toothy smile. I've been waiting for this all night. New Larry has something he wants to say, don't you, Larry? Go ahead, spill it. You were sloppy. He laughs. Sloppy? You think I was sloppy? You've been twitchy all day, son. Look at your hands. They're shaking. That true, Sam? Did you miss a beat back there? No, Zero Index. I didn't miss a beat. I was on my game the whole time. Remember, I was on point. New Larry was supposed to cover Dowd. Something dawns on him. He leans into New Larry, amused and dangerous. We were set up and he knows it, don't you, Larry? What was that call you made before we hit Renraku? How come you couldn't geek that guy before you loaded on Dowd? Now, I've seen you fling a lightning bolt, son. He should have been burnt toast before his gun cleared the holster. New Larry checks his watch, licks his lips, looks over your shoulder at the darkness. He's looking for someone, and it's not the fixer. Okay, I see where this is going. You chummers are damaged. I'm out. Hands where I can see them, asshole. He stops and a smile slowly appears on his face. What? You gonna take my gun away, Zero Index? You know I don't need one. We've got incoming. New Larry relaxes and throws you a dreck-eating grin. Looks like my new Renraku friends are finally here. They're gonna take that hard drive off your corpse, buddy. We should choose our friends more carefully, Zero Index. At least we have each other. You'll miss me when I'm gone. Whoa, 10 damage? Jeez, that's huge. You're now in turn-based combat mode. Blah, blah, blah. Action pool, blah. I think I can just about remember how to play Shadowrun. What am I armed with here? Some sort of machete. I also have a Fischetti security pistol and my fists. I've got 94% to hit you, Larry, but I would have my dick slightly out. So the alternative is cover and shoot. Can I? No. Is there a rotate? I don't think there is. Okay. Let's try middle mouse, right click. No, okay. We're definitely locked into this orientation. I mean, look. What are these guys armed with? Looks like they've both got guns. So sure, I'll hit him with my machete. Get chopped, bitch. And then hopefully someone... Oh, it didn't do that much damage. He's got a lot more health than I thought he had. Oh, but I am controlling the whole team. Oh, righty. Okay. So is that like really weak cover, the hollow shield? Nice. Okay. And then I think we leave Sangoma where he is and just take Larry down. He had that coming, you're damn right he did. We can take another shot, so let's hit the guys out in the open as well. Oh my god, Sangoma's getting fucking owned. Let's grab Sam, because he can probably flank here. 80% and 92%. Let's unload on him. Then Sangoma, we need to get you in better cover, my guy. I mean, there's not many options. I mean, this is full cover, but he's just so big. Let's do an aimed shot. In fact, let's aim shot this guy. Yeah, nice. And then we'll take a regular on this guy. Nice. Fucking great work. Love to see it. Let's hope this guy doesn't have a grenade. Nice. Nice. Oh shit, they've got backup. Okay, well. Let's get Sam around this side for a big flank. Excellent. Sangoma. Get around this side. What other guns have you got? Just your fist. Okay. Nice. You know what? I'm gonna come back up and help you, son. My aim is bad, but we'll try anyway. Man, they really want Sangoma down. He's probably the easiest target to hit, I guess. Or she, I should say. You know what? Let's not move you. Let's just wail on this schnurb. Nice. Oh my god, there's more coming. This is bad they have a shaman. Yeah, no shit, man. It's real fucking bad. However, they are out in the open. Oh, piss. Oh my god, 12 damage. Holy crap. This is immediately really bad. Although it's going for him, so that's great. I love that. Put you there. Like this guy. God, he's still alive. Aha! Okay. Man, Sangoma is fucking dead. I don't think there's any way he's surviving. Let's do... Let's get an aim shot, see if we can at least kill that guy. Still alive. Fuck. Fuck me. Oh, he needs to reload. Hold on, do you have another gun? Oh, yeah, you do. Oh, take that. I think this is how the crew die. Damn it. Oh my god, wow. Eli's betrayal or our second brush with death in one night. Part of the life, Sam, you know that? You were born for this gig, Zero Index. Me, not so much. I think I'm going to hang it up, find a nice brothel somewhere, stay drunk until I croak. What about you? It's the only life I know. Well, you're a dumbass, and I'll drink to you when you're dead. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm not going to outlast you. Guess you can drink to me. How prophetic. Turns out he was correct. Stare at Sam's face on your comlink. Shake off the memory. Focus. I had your back that night, didn't I? Now I'm asking myself, who would care if I die? Who would give a rat's ass? Better or worse, your name is at the top of the list. Maybe it's the only name on the list. So I set up a dead man's switch to send you this call. I got 100,000 New Yen insurance policy, payable when you find who creased me, alive with a conviction or in a body bag with justification. Either works. Contact my law firm, Rogers, Menger and McCain, when the job is done. They'll know what to do. He turns to his left. Chet? Camera swivels to show a well-dressed man sitting next to Sam. Pursuant to Mr. Watt's wishes, Rogers, Menger and McCain has installed a secure dedicated phone line so you may contact us directly when the task is complete. We will then begin a verification process. Note that you must also be on a secure landline to access this number. We will not accept transmissions from comlinks or other devices. Camera swivels back to Sam. Sam straightens up, talks seriously, first time. Look, Zero Index, I've led a direct life and I probably left a direct corpse. I've hurt people, hurt myself, I don't know. Maybe I just want the last word. Maybe I just want someone to give a crap that I stuck to air for a while. What do you say? I'll get to the bottom of this. Someone will pay. But we just said yes. I've got a located chip slot in my head these days. If or when my heart stops, it'll activate. That's how you'll find me. See you on the slab. Rest in peace, Sam. See you in Seattle. Deadman switch. Your plane hits the SeaTac tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. The chilly northwest rain obscures your vision as you step out onto the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting in the cramped backseat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's located ship into the heart of the Redmond Barrens. Organ grinders, a legal chop shop for body parts, whether from the living or the dead. If you're hurting bad enough for New Yen, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. It's also a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body while making a little cash on the side. This franchise is the closest thing the Barrens has to a morgue. It seems this is where Sam Watt's body has ended up. You open the door and are assaulted by the smell of death and bleach. Those are my two favourite smells. Let's create a save file. Ask the coroner about Sam Watts. Will do. I'm in the back. Employees only beyond this point, but I'm not an employee. Smell of death and decomposition wash over you, only slightly masked by the minty fake fresh of industrial grade antiseptic. Dresden. Wow. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf whistling a tune. His broad grin says, "I love my job," a little more than you'd want or expect from someone in the chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a straight reflection of chrome and surgical tools. "Sorry, I didn't expect visitors at this hour, and some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, ma'am?" "You the coroner?" "I'm John Dresden, the organ grinders branch manager here. So yeah, that makes me this franchise area's coroner too. And you are?" No one you've ever heard of. Now tell me about Sam Watts." He fixes you with a hard gaze. "Careful, friend. I can have Lone Star here in 2 minutes. No one makes you think I know anything about Sam Watts." "Sam had the locator chip embedded in his skull. I followed it here." "I see. Well, you're right, he's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. The press haven't caught wind of it yet. What with it being all the way out here in the Barrens. So who told you he was dead?" Sam's digital ghost. The dwarf raises his eyebrows, a smile wiping the suspicion from his face. "A dead man's switch, eh? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over here." "He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was downtown." He sighs. "Not my title. That's what the Seattle Press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that, like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel. But this one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim." "What prize did he take from Sam?" "What's his liver was cleanly cut out." "Whiz, what else?" "The first victim's heart was missing, and the third had the spleen removed." "Justin, get out of here!" Uh-oh, McCluskey's here. "I'm here about the new Ripper victim, Sam Watts." Can we take whatever's on this table? Basic medkit, nice. Oh, do we want to look at the body before McCluskey gets in here and tears us a new asshole? Sam's body is half covered by a sterile surgical sheet. His face an ashen white, for the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest is a small pencil-thin incision covered in dry blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him and took it. Next to Sam are several plastic envelopes containing the evidence found on his body. You can examine evidence through the bag without spoiling it. Moving things around, you can make out that it's a card from a place called the Seamstresses Union. There's something handwritten on the back, but blood has made it illegible. That's pretty sus. Cred stick. It's a standard cheap unsecured cred stick. No way of knowing what's on it without slotting it. Oh, we could steal it, but let's not. Let's not get into trouble. Look at the purple shirt. Sam's shirt. Some of the buttons are missing and blood has thoroughly soaked it. The bag sloshes a bit in your hand. Look at the handwritten note. You can only see part of the note given the torn off bits and bloodstains. "Sam, I feel terrible that we argued. We have been something long to say I'm sorry. See you there, love, Jessica." Pretty sus. Okay. What about McCluskey? Who is this asshole? Towering over the diminutive coroner is a homicide detective right out of central casting. If you ignore the tusks, pointed ears, and Neanderthal brow, you can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away. So this new Ripper Vic Watts, name's familiar, didn't his mother kill herself a while back? Coroner frowns. So you insisted at the time? He chortles. Come on, she offed herself. I had it on very good authority. Now let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. This Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, then removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. Perpetrator is most likely right-handed, with a slim hand that knows its way around a scalpel. He has a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy too. So I'm looking for a whacked-out surgeon? Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. These days it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. You're no damn help, dwarf. The Lone Star detective finally notices you. You notice superhuman powers of observation. Uh-oh. Who the hell are you? I'm the nobody who didn't hear nothing. That's right. If you ever do hear something, I'll knock it right out of your head. He looks back at the dwarf. Dresden, give me more. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this week, and I'm claiming my promotion. What a douche. Dresden looks amused. Do you always make friends that easily? Great at dinner parties, too. He cocks his head to one side. Be straight with me. You really gonna work for the dead man? Yep. Sam was there when I needed him, and I'm gonna return the favor. Fascinating again. Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another 10 million a week in his paycheck. Plus he's on the take. Dresden pauses, considering. You have honor after a fashion. I try to honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. What can I do to help you? On the take, who's paying to hold his leash? I don't know, but someone with major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career and wallet. What was that McCluskey said about Sam's mother? The official report is that she committed suicide about a year ago. You don't buy that? My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. I can't say that it wasn't suicide, but there was some unusual bruises on her upper arms, and she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. Who still uses scalpels? Doctors still learn how to use them in the first year of medical school. As do coroners, but neither profession uses them much anymore. It's possible some of the slimier chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. You heard of the Seamstresses Union? It's a nearby club in the Barrens that attracts lowlifes. You'd probably like it. Me, I'm not really the going out type. Always too much to be done around here, plus the dead are just easier to get along with. What are organs worth these days? A whole healthy body can be worth a bunch of million, but individual organs, not worth as much anymore. What with all the synth and cyber stuff on the market these days. Organ grinders only deal in the recently deceased. There's plenty of other chop shops that aren't as picky though, and they don't care where the bodies come from either. Okay, where was he killed? Dresden looks up at you intently for a moment before speaking. You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around these body lockers in the back and see if you find anything useful? Okay, I'll go do that. Let's get some medkits. Nice. The cold storage drawer is labeled John Doe, but the internal thermostat is set to 21 degrees Celsius. Interesting. Cold storage drawer opens to reveal the fully clothed body of the man, arms folded across his chest. In addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen, the body seems to be in very good condition. Whoa, easy there. In one quick move, he jumps down from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. He's got a data jack drilled into his temples and some shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar. An interesting combination. I told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? It doesn't feel like 6 yet. sorry, I didn't expect you to be so alive. Yeah, Dresden thinks he's pretty funny. You're not the first person he's pulled this one on. He chuckles. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I notice you haven't killed me yet, so that's good. If you aren't after me, then what's your story? I'm looking into the death of Sam Watts. The coroner seems to think you can help me out. Sam, eh? Glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and then over at the Union. Decent enough guy, always in trouble over something or other. Jake yells towards the other side of the room. John, is this lady cool? Yeah, she's on the level. Working for Sam, I believe. Some sort of dead man switch. I thought you could help her out. Maybe even stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. He pauses. Might be sizing you up, but it's hard to tell behind those shades. Alright then, the name's Jake. And you are? Call me Zero Index. Nice to meet you. Well, it sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep end here. John's right, I might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night, the night of the murder, poor guy. He was hanging at the Seamsters Union that night, tripped out and rowdy. I'd been laying low there for a few days after a bad run. Mrs. Kubota asked me to throw Sam out, so I did. But out in the alley, some gangers got the jump on me. He winces. Damn, maybe I need some soy calf after all. John, could you grab me a cup? Get your own damn cup. My hands are dirty anyway. And what's wrong with this intestine? You hear a loud squelching sound as Dresden continues his work. Thanks, John. You're a real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat colt bounty on my head. Like I said, my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got the jump on us. Damn gangers thought they could turn a quick profit off my head. Jake smiles, and you get the impression that didn't work out so well for the gangers. Sam stumbled off during the fight, though, and that's the last I saw of him. Until he turned up here, dead on the arrival. Reminds me of my last stay in this place. Do you know anything else? I know they found his body a block away from the Union, just lying there in broad daylight. That's the Barrens for you. Jake looks down, his expression masked by chrome and crimson glass. Shame though, wish I'd been there if those slagging gangers hadn't come along. Tell you what, look, you look a little damn it. Tell you what, you look like you could handle yourself in a fight. I could use some backup to settle the score with those Halloweeners out there. The leader's got the whole gang searching the Barrens for me. I need to get rid of that asshole. In return, I'll take you to the place Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit these streets alone at night, trust me. Jake eyes you up and down. And maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. What do you say? I do like a bit of street justice every now and then. Alright, Jake, count me in. Great. I've been hiding out here ever since that run-in with those Halloweeners. Whiny bunch of gangers. But this stretch of the Barrens is their turf. Hell, I'm surprised you even made it to this morgue in one piece without packing some heat. Who says I'm not packing heat? He yells over his shoulder. Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. So, you need a weapon? Yeah, maybe I do. What do I want? I mean, I probably want to be outdistanced, right? I mean, do I have? Can we see my character sheet? Okay. Our ranged combat is fairly wank, so it doesn't really matter. Let's go for... No, I can't spend whilst in conversation. Okay. Well, we've got a melee, so I don't think we need a shotgun. I think we want probably a pistol. My weapon of choice as well. Here, take this one. So, ready for an evening out in the town? Yeah, I'm ready. Fuck it, let's go. I'll follow your lead. The Halloweeners aren't looking for you yet. Okay. Okay, Jake. LFG. What's in here? Nothing. Can I give you items? Oh, he's actually got some ranged combat skills and some spell casting. So he's primarily a caster. Okay. Got body 3 and quickness 3. So we could just slap a point in ranged combat and a point in pistol just to give us a little bit of combat ability here if we're gonna go out and fight some dudes. We should probably save as well. Let's stagger the saves. Get out into the Barrens? Sure thing. Let's go. The Redmond Barrens. Run in the Seattle sprawl, and sooner or later you find yourself in the Redmond Barrens. It doesn't matter your business, the Barrens doesn't like you. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 parts dog-eat-dog slum, add a dash of tourist trap, and you've got a recipe for mean as hell. Leave the sanitized death and formaldehyde of organ grinders behind, entering the anarchy and desperation of the streets. Jake stops a moment to breathe deeply, filling his lungs with motorcycle exhaust, radioactive dust, cordite, and who knows what else. He exhales with an expression of wry contentment. The stench and grime tell him he's home. His stash is just around the corner in the alley. Find Jake's stash. Just making sure he's actually following us. There's a guy called Vlad over there. Looking for a date? Dwarves are my favorite. Yeah, me too, honey. I say that? Hidden in the garbage-strewn alley is a high-tech safe with a mag card reader on the front. With a smooth hiss, the safe opens to reveal a collection of gear that is a perfect match for your skills. You take the gear. Uh-oh. Bad dudes. Hand over the loot, bozos. Ow! Ow! Quit it, fucking asshole. Oh, I don't have my machete. Shit. Does Jake have? Oh no. It's not amazing. Right. Move here. Crit that guy. God. I'm gonna have to just fucking deal with him from here. Oh. Oh. Jeez, man. Fucking leave me alone. Take an aimed shot on that asshole. In fact, let's not. Let's get Jake to attack. Because I may need to goddamn heal here. Oh no, we got him. So welcome to the Barrens. Guess I need a new spot to hide my gear. Good dead drops are so hard to keep. He chuckles. Well, at least they were too dumb to break my maglock. Now that you've got some gear, let's go deal with those Halloweeners. Wieners. Sure thing. I should probably heal with a med kit. Because I just got my goddamn ass kicked. What did we find? The Sony CTY360. And we have a data jack. Okay, let's use. How do I use these? Activate. Confirm. Okay. How am I doing now? 7 hit points down. We'll roll with that for now. We should probably give one of these to... How do I give... I give one to you. How do I give an item to a teammate? Let's have a quick Google. How do I give an item to a teammate? Oh, you can only do it at the start of a run. Cool, that's fine. That's all I needed to know. Right, save, overwrite. Let's just quickly check what the save system is. It is newest save goes top, so we're always saving over slot 2. Right. Let's talk to some people. Hey, worried man. The man before you appears well-mannered, but nervous. Excuse me, ma'am, I don't know you, but you look like you can handle yourself in a fight and we need some help. Only fight when I've been paid to. Oh, we can pay you. Some thugs are shaking down the market we've set up here. It's been getting worse lately. I don't think we can afford to pay them forever, but no one will stand up to them when Lone Star isn't about to get involved. Where's the market at? It's just down the street, ma'am. Please, our livelihoods depend on this market. Sure. I'll save your market. Sarah, her clothes may be dirty, but this woman is far from downtrodden. Hey, not that it's my business, but I wouldn't go that way. Why, what's going on? Just some Halloweeners stirring up trouble again. She points to the south. They rode in this morning on those fancy bikes, set up camp in the old street market. They've been marching up and down the street all day, shaking down anyone that wanders past. Typical. Well, odds are those are the guys we're after. They're going to be in for a rude surprise. You might want to clear out before the shooting starts. She looks you over, then nods. Don't need to worry about me. I know how to lay low. They're a tough bunch, though. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay. So they're a tough bunch. Vlad. As you approach, the man sizes you up. You can see the age-old flight or fight equation running behind his drug-clouded eyes. Beneath the track marks on his arms, you spot a set of tattoos that indicate he is, or at least once was, a shaman. Hey man, are you okay? Yes, no, I saw something. It's going to kill me. Calm down, I'm Zero Index. What's your name? My name is Vlad. Vlad, there's some nice tattoos. You a shaman? The word shaman strikes a chord. He seems to shake off some of the mental cobwebs. Yes, I'm a shaman. I thought so, Vlad. What did you see? See, yes, I saw something. The other night I saw a spirit so dark, so alien, that... He trails off and shudders. Where did you see the spirit? Just across the street from the Seamstresses Union. It's gone now, Vlad. It's not going to kill you. You're safe. Thank you. I think you're right. I feel better now. More whole. Now I think I need some sleep. We saved Vlad. Looks like that's where the gangers are gonna be. Watch out for those gangers. Yeah, don't worry about it. Oh, there's something over there. Is that a side quest? Commerce is like a weed, taking roots in the cracks and crevices of the world wherever it can. A small street market has flourished here amidst the crumbling buildings of the Redmond Barrens. Oh, this is the market those guys were on about. And here's the head thug. Oi, head thug. The thug attempts to use his bulk and hideous breath to intimidate the shopkeeper. The old woman is holding firm, but you can see the thug's patience fading fast, and it looks like he's about to start breaking things. Bet your mum's real proud of you right now. Like I never heard that before. I don't see a badge, so why don't you mind your own? Business. Dusting you is going to get me paid. I knew you were just looking at cut static. Dash, ISIS lady. Ow, son of a bitch. Damn. I'm really getting my ass handed to me. Right then, Jake. You've got a 20 on this bitch. I like that. Fuck! Absolutely nailed. Should I? In fact, let's just fucking. Oh shit. Oof. Nice. Oh, these are like points where he can do stuff, right? As a street shaman. I kind of vaguely remember that. I don't know how you actually interface with them. Is it here? Flamethrower. I mean, 10 damage with an 18% crit chance. We could full on flamethrower his ass. 14 damage. That was tasty. Okay. I cannot thank you enough. I hate to see such bloodshed, but those men would not take no for an answer. We simply want to make our way in the world. Shopkeeper holds out a few new yen. Please, it's the least we can do. Sure, I'll take it. We're gonna need some cash. I don't mind taking it. Did we heal all of our wounds there? I think we did, right? Yeah, we're back up to 23. Oh man, I feel like we have to Oh, is that it? We don't get an actual pay from the guy? Okay, whatever. I feel like I have to like heal before we do this fight. But I guess we could try without. I don't know how tricky it's gonna be. Halloween Sentry. Hey, ass wipes. Taking the step forward and we're gonna plant you right there. This is Halloween property now. This is one of the two that got away. If I hadn't missed my shot, those idiots would have given up and moved on by now. Wait a minute, you're running with Jake? Bad idea, chummer. The Halloweeners are collecting that bounty, and killing you, well, that'll be a nice bonus. Oof. Oh, shit. Man, I forgot how fucking tough this game was. Nice. Let's see if we can get this guy down while he's got that buff active. Okay, he's double buffed this guy. Can I get him with a grenade? Nice. Ow. I am very wounded here. I think maybe I just go for a fucking heal. We take an aimed shot. Oh, nice. Then we take another aimed shot. Shit. Okay. Shit. God damn it, Jake. Oh no. Nice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's a huge fucking Sammy here. Help me, Jake. The massive Sammy. Oh god. I don't really have a choice. I'm just gonna have to wait on him, I think. Oh, he gave up. John Paul. Whoa, Uncle, I was just playing with you. I'll call off the rest of the Halloweeners. Jake, I'll call it even, okay? What do you think, Jake? He smirks. Hey, I'm already a shoot-on-sight status with these guys. Killing John Paul means one less weenus to shoot me in the back while I'm buying smokes. Hell, I'll be doing the same to you as soon as there's a profit in it. Yeah, right. Let's finish this. Oh, Drek. Yeah, Drek indeed, matey. Nice. Okay. Oof. Man, this game is spicy already. Taking a lot of damage. We're not exactly flush with medkits here. We're gonna have to be a bit careful. There's some people we can talk to. Dan the Donut Man. Smell of fried food, powdered sugar, and slightly burnt soy cap is almost enough to overpower the dusty sewage stench of Redmond streets. The troll work in the stand is covered with food stains older than he is. Dan the Donut Man. What can I get you, chummer? Take a jelly donut and a soy cap. Enjoy. Mission item added, soy cap and a donut. Interesting. Did you see the murder in the alley across the way? No, I was closed when it happened. But hey, it's the Barons. Back alley killing's nothing new around here. The only reason the cops are making a big deal about this Ripper business is that some of the victims are real people, you know? Folks with sins. What can you tell me about the Barons? Barons? Hell, if you have to ask, you probably shouldn't be out here. This stretch we're on is called Touristville, though. I suppose it's the closest thing around here to respectable. Fewer muggings, and you might even survive drinking the water if you're lucky. Wouldn't recommend it, though. He scratches his armpit. Now behind me, that's the Seamstresses Union. You want drinks, drugs, favors, or information around here, the Union's your spot. Hell, that place is the reason I'm in business. Folks get the munches when they party. Mrs. Kubota owns the joint, and she's quality. A hard woman, but fair. Cool. Bobby and Sally. Is that on purpose? That's interesting. Let's speak to Sally first. Nuts. The dwarf merchant is packing up her stand for the night. I'm closed. Come back tomorrow. You've got a great view of the alley across the street. Don't suppose you saw the murder? She grunts. Sure, I was closing up when I heard a series of explosions from behind the Union. A couple seconds later, this guy comes out, runs across the street. Didn't get a good look at him. Then all the lights in the alley exploded all of a sudden. Things got pretty quiet after that. Let me guess, you didn't go running over to see if that guy was okay. Hell no. Around here, that kind of thing gets you killed. Your time. Okay, let's also see what Bobby has to say. Dang it, Bobby. Bobby. Wow, look at this. Hey, chummer, got some tasty morsels for you. Just what every well-dressed Shadowrunner should have in her back pocket. Let's see what you've got, Bobby. Right. I have 38 Nuyen. I have nothing to sell, and for some reason I can't buy. Oh, because I can't afford them. But he's got Kamikaze and Nitro for sale. Okay, good to know. Do we need to go in there? Probably not yet. Let's have an actual look at the murder site. Oh, the Rosas are here. As you approach the scene of Sam's murder, Jake spies the flashing red and blue lights up ahead. Whoa, hold up a minute. Lone Star isn't above collecting on a co-op-issued bounty, and the one on my head isn't going away anytime soon. He sighs. So, friend, and this is where our paths diverge. Thanks again for the help with those Halloweeners. Here's your payment. They don't take New Year where I'm going, and you look like you could use the funds. Likewise, Jake, give me a call when you're in the clear. Yeah, sure. He stops to leave and then tilts his head back. Hey, one more thing. When you're done checking out your pal's crime scene, pop in the Seamstresses Union. It's just down the street. You need gear, information, or just a damn stiff drink, that's the place to be. Best dive this side of Chicago. I used that place as a base of operations for years back in the day. Make the right friends there, and I'm sure you'll get to the bottom of this Ripper business. Well, nice knowing you. Jake turns and disappears into the shadowy depths of the Redmond Barrens. See you later, Jake. The bright yellow police tape cuts through the darkness, directing your eyes to the white chalk outline and dark red stain marking the slab of pavement where Sam Watts died. Standing at the entrance to the alley is a Lone Star officer. The cop looks cold, hungry, and irritated at the homeless man who's currently pestering him. Oh, he's the homeless man. I keep telling you, I need to get my stuff from the alley or I'm gonna die in the court tonight. The officer sighs. And I've been trying to explain to you that this is an official Lone Star investigation and I can't let anyone in here. Hey, I got rights. Look, you sinless garbage, I've got a job to do. Find a new blanket or I'll find a reason to use my stun baton. Time to go, I hate all you pigs. He looks in your direction. Now what? Oh, that's what the donut's for. Long night, eh? You look cold, so I picked up a donut and some soy cup for you. Hey, thanks. The officer's face lights up as he takes a sip. He seems pretty trusting for an officer of the law. You know, when my dad was a cop, this was back when cops actually worked for the government. He said folks would buy him coffee all the time, but I hadn't seen it till now. So what can I do for you? I'm actually working for the dead man to help find his killer. Can I come to the alley and look around a bit? Your client is the chalk line? That's messed up, woman. But I respect it. Okay, but don't mess anything up. Not that anyone would likely notice because the forensics aren't coming back. Sweet. Amidst the shards of glass from the broken lights, you find a small piece of glass which looks like the bottom of a test tube. This looks like the coat and blanket that the old man was trying to get back. As you pick up the bundle of cloth, a printed receipt falls out from beneath the folds of the blanket. It's a bar tab receipt from the Seamstresses Union, dated 2 days ago at 3:02 a.m., right around the coroner's reported time of death. The customer, Sam Watts. The server's name is listed as Coyote. This work light is new. You can see that all of the alley's normal lights have been ruined. Upon closer inspection, it seems they've all been imploded, as if some force shattered them at the same time. There are 2 distinct sets of footprints, a human's ending at the chalk outline and a larger set, possibly orc or troll, following just behind the first. Streets have not been kind to this man, but they've also hardened him. This man is clearly a survivor, though one wrestling with onset of age and arthritis. I saw you over there with that rat bastard cop. What do you want? Give him the coat and blanket. My stuff. Mighty decent of you. Don't see that kind of thing too often out here. Know anything about the murder that took place? He squints at you suspicious. You a copper? Or working for some corp? Nope, I'm as sinless as you. Hey, what makes you think I'm sinless? Just messing with you. Of course I'm sinless. System ID number my ass. What kind of questions you got? Did you see the murder? Nope, and I can't say I'm sorry I missed it. I was hauling crates for Mrs. James up at the market. Can't carry as much as I used to, so it took a while. Go back here in time to see a couple of tourists puking all over my home turf. By then, that jerk-face in the uniform had already set up shop in my alley. It sounds like you live in this alley. Sure, but for the last couple of months I've been sleeping there. But I spend my days out doing odd jobs for the street merchants or panhandling tourists over near the Seamstresses Union. What else did you see that night?
Oh, well, you know, earlier in the night I saw a big and ugly troll in Green Hospital scrubs, snooping around the block. He bought some donuts and 2 cups of soy calf up and down over there, seemed nervous, and he did everything with his left hand because his right was all screwed up with some cyberware.
You tell me more about the cyberware?
Well, it was big, and I think it must have had some hospital attachments because I saw some needles. It's a lot like the one I saw back in 44 when I got captured by elves. They did all sorts of experiments on me, let me tell you. Never trusted one of them cyber people.
You got probed by elves.
See you around.
Okay. Find Coyote at the Seamsters Union. I wonder if Dan will tell us anything more now that we know the troll bought donut off him. Here we go. You sell some donuts for a troll wearing scrubs last night?
Maybe. What's it to you? I sell a lot of donuts to a lot of people. And I know how Lone Star profiles metahumans. I tell him about a troll that bought donuts from me right before a murder. They'll haul him in to see if anyone will pay the bail. Not today, my friend.
Okay, fair. Fair. Do we want to buy any stims off Bobby? I don't think we do. Like, if I remember rightly, you get like plenty of stims as you play these games anyway. I had tons of them on my Dragonfall playthrough. You're about to leave the balance into the Seamsters Union. Would you like to proceed? Hell yes, I would. Seamsters Union. Relative to the rest of the barons, Touristville is a neon-clothed oasis. At its heart is the Seamsters Union, housed in an old brownstone building on the corner of Illegal and Opportunity. Bums huddle together, gangsters strut the streets, and the occasional salaryman comes slumming. The Union building has been retrofitted, rebuilt, and restored so many times it's like an aging starlet wearing too much makeup in an attempt to stay young. The wild ivy growing out of the gutters adds to this effect. As you enter, the murmur of hushed conversation washes over you. The dive bar denizens raise their hands, take your measure, and then go back to their business. This is the kind of place where everyone knows your name, but keeps to themselves. We've got quite a bit of karma here. We can probably spend some of this. What do we want? I feel like we probably want to slap some points in decking. Okay. Let's have a look. I think let's get level 2 decking. Let's get level 1 biotech. ESP control. You know what? Let's do it. And then maybe we'll plop one in ranged combat. Let's make a save now that we've done that. Okay. Right. What have we got here? Cherry bomb. Cherry, talk to me. Cherry bomb. The bartender is a striking elf sporting a perfectly toned body, perfectly pouty lips, and perfectly tapered ears. Her eyes harmonize save me and take me in equal measure, hitting just the right notes for the maximum extraction of tips. She gets on her toes to look over the bar at you and smiles big. Hey down there, I haven't seen you in here before. What can I get you? Something dirty in a clean glass. I found a bar tab with Coyote's name on it. She here? She looks worried. No, I think she's away on business. Business, Is she a shaman with a name like Coyote? She laughs. No, she shot a coyote once, thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. We've been calling her Coyote ever since. Her face falls. She's been missing since yesterday. Some people think the Ripper got her, but I know her. Coyote can take care of herself. She starts to turn away when a man with the face of a survivor and the zeal of a convert tugs at her arm. Hard. It's clear the two have a history. They try to keep their voices low, but the intensity of their conversation makes them easy to overhear. Shane. Jerry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you could end up dead or worse. Ripper is out there and he's real. That last killing happened just down the block. And now Coyote's missing. They'll probably find her tomorrow in a dumpster without her head. Come on, Cherry Bomb, think. I think plenty, Shane. I'm getting a PhD from UW in neuroprosthetics studying under Udgermans. And how am I paying for it? Bartending, tips. There are faster ways for a balanced girl to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking them. So what do you want from me? I want what you want. A better life, a better world for everyone. The Universal Brotherhood can give you that. I've heard all this before. This isn't some trick to get us back together. Things are different now. I'm different now. The Brotherhood. J-Bomb's pretty face is hard, armored in lipstick and low expectations. The Universal Brotherhood is for other people, Shane. Rich Bellevue types who can afford their membership fees and voluntary donations. This isn't about money. It's about binding the world together in brotherhood. Come with me, attend a discovery meeting, get to the core of who you are. I heard Lynn Telestrian gave a talk last night called The New Family of the Sixth World. I've got a family right here, Shane. They're drunks and lowlifes and whores, and I'd choose them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now Buzz, I need to get back to work. With body language that leaves no question that the conversation is over, Cherry Bomb turns her back on him. Sorry, I got interrupted. I heard he's got the strength of the righteous, don't he? Her pretty eyes narrow. Be careful about whose conversations you listen in on here. Some folks aren't as friendly as I am. You got a look that says you're not just here for the entertainment. Are you a badge? Do I look like a cop? She flutters her eyelashes. No, baby. You look like someone who knows the shadows. We're trained to spot a bronze the minute they walk in here. Something I can help you with? I have a few questions. Ask away. Tell me about this place. Some come here for the booze. Some come for companionship. Others are looking for something they can't get anywhere else. If it's illegal or immoral and it can be bought, sold, rented, or consumed, you can probably find it here. The Union seems to attract people like you. Who are you talking to? Shane, an old boyfriend. He used to work here. Then one day he saw a billboard for the Universal Brotherhood, and that was that. Went to a meeting, made new friends, moved in with them. I was happy for him until he came around trying to recruit me. I don't need that dreck. Ever hear of Sam Watts? She nods. Sam was a regular customer and a regular pain in the ass for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game, but he was always broke. As soon as he got any money in his pocket, it went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, or booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him, though. See him on the night he died? No, that was Coyote's shift. Who runs this place? That'd be Mrs. Kubota. She's in the back room. You can't miss her. Whiz. No sweat. Okay. Okay. Eric Mersman. That's not a coyote, does it? Eric Mersman.
Hey, lady. I got some extra outfits I'm trying to unload. You want first dibs?
I'll take a look. Nice. How much do we have? We've got 1,000. So what is the rules on what I can wear? I forget how that works. Because, like, the armor 3 intelligence plus 1 would be pretty good, right? Let's have a look. Can you just wear it? Anyone can wear most armor. Certain outfits are better suited for archetypes. Okay. So yeah, I think we go for 3 armor plus 1 intelligence. And then equip that shit. I mean, I look dumb, but we get some stats out of it. I ain't complaining. I could probably sell him what I was wearing, right? Sweet. Let's drop a fresh save with our new armor. Nerps. Who's this? Jin Parks. Mr. Clue. Jin Parks. The Asian woman's expression reads open for business, but her demeanor reads dealer rather than companion. There's a jack on her neck, a gun on her hip, and a chip on her shoulder. She eyes you with a sneer. You look like you could use some firepower. Something simple. I got guns so smart they practically fire themselves. You're looking for tech? Some of that too, if that's the way you roll. Yes, I do roll. I would love a smart gun. That would be fucking great for us. He's also got an assload of nades and meds. Well, look, these are not actually smart guns that she's got. I would love the machete, but I think we'd probably better just focus on a bit of med stuff. Because we're going to need them. Okay, let's grab the machete as well. In fact, let's not. Let's just grab the meds. Okay. Damn it. I always forget you can't save while you're in motion. You have to wait for you to actually come to a dead stop. Mr. Clue. Posted at the doorway to the VIP section is a tower of a troll muscle wrapped in an impossibly tailored suit. Whether the products of good genes or expensive aftermarket cosmetic work, the troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face, and his polished tusks and goatee accentuate the set of a lantern jaw. Welcome. Please behave yourself. Will do. You get trouble in here often? Nothing a stern look can't usually solve. You have business here? Look into the death of Sam Watts. I'm a friend. Well, I'm a friend of Sam Watts. You know him? Sure, everyone here knew Sam. Shame to lose a part of the family. There's a sharpness in Clue's eyes, the look of a man who's seen much and earned wisdom at a young age. Because Sam was the type who needed to be thrown out on occasion. Encouraged to call a night, I'd say. Sam was a drunk, but he wasn't usually a violent one. Usually? What about the night he died? He was a bit agitated. Didn't catch the specifics. Might have been over a woman. Thought I was going to have to show him out, but I had to deal with a couple of rival goal-gangers posturing for one of the working girls upstairs. Jake helped Sam out instead. Jake helped Sam out instead. Thanks for the info. No problem. Interesting. Johnny Clean. Oh my god, he's an actual cleaner. The man is dressed like a janitor, but is wearing unusually clean overalls. He's tall, rail thin, and has a cunning look in his eye that says he's more than just a maintenance man.
Howdy, name's Johnny Clean. You new?
Yeah, first time he's getting a look at the place.
Well, enjoy yourself. This looks like your type of place. I'm just sweeping up a bit.
Wow, thanks, Johnny Clean. Noog. Wow. Covered in glowing magical talismans and fetishes, the troll does not seem fully of this world. He mumbles to himself constantly, apparently participating in several conversations at once, but with entities you can neither see nor hear. And he mutters, "I told you, it's not like that at all. Bring me proof and you shall have it. I am honored, your majesty." That was why I said to use mustard instead of catsup. Forgive me, Gina, I was a fool. He looks you in the eye, his other conversations on hold. You may peruse my magical words and see their glory. Nah, we don't need magic. Kind of bide the stuff. We're going pure tech, baby. Mrs. Kubota watches you across the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see that she's a mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanor says, "This is my house, mess with it at your peril," but her eyes twinkle with a playful light when she speaks. Konbanwa, good evening. It is true what they say, good things come in small packages. You enjoying the Seamstresses Union? There should be plenty for a woman like you to enjoy. She eyes you closely. Or is this business? I'm tempted to ask what's upstairs. As in a moment of your time, Mrs. Kubota, I have topics to discuss. Sokar, and why should I help you? Jake sent me. Oh, I'm glad to hear that Jake Armitage is alive again. It was an interesting life. Very well, if Jake sent you to me, I will help you. What do you want to know? How did you know Sam? I knew him, as we all did. Sam was a regular here whenever he could beg or borrow enough union to become altered in some way. Drugs, chips, alcohol, didn't matter to Sam. As long as he was bent, he was always looking for his next fix. He clung to this place like it was his lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him. Except Coyote. Did you see him on the night of his death? He was here, quite inebriated as he often was. Coyote was working bar that night, and she informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with other customers. When I requested he leave, he refused. My bouncer Mr. Clue was off dealing with another issue, so I requested that Jake escort Sam out the back door to the alley, and that was the last I saw of either of them. Why's this place called the Seamstresses Union? During the gold rush years, there was a census, and the politicians wanted as high a number as possible to gain power and revenue. To bolster their numbers, they decided to include all the working girls, of which there were many, to the rolls. However, given the times, they could not list the girls' true occupation, so they entered them all as seamstresses. I see. When a girl accumulated enough money to open her own place of business, she named it the Seamstresses Union, so potential workers would know that they would be treated fairly there. And thus, a rich tradition was born. Ah, so you're a former seamstress? No. Perhaps when we know each other more, I will reveal more about myself. For now, enjoy the union. Where can I find Coyote? Her face darkens. Would that I could. I have not seen her in 2 days. She is a smart woman and quite dangerous, but I fear for her. If she's dangerous, why fear for her? Please, if you are what I think you are, you know. There is always someone more dangerous. Her room is upstairs. If you are looking for her, I invite you to examine it. You may be able to uncover her whereabouts. I would not normally betray her privacy in this way, but she has missed 2 shifts now and cannot be reached on her comm. It is unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have inaction on my conscience. Here is the key. Sweet. There is a mid-grade security panel attached to the nearby door. It's set to require a password for entry. Well. Just so happens that passwords are nothing to me. Stuffed bear seems to be hiding something. Nitro. Okay, well. Is that it? There's nothing else in here? Was that not Coyote's room? I realized we didn't ask which one was hers. Doesn't seem to be anything in there. I don't like how dark it is down here. Jeez. Okay, this is obviously her room. Looks like Coyote keeps her clothes in boxes on the floor. Been there, done that. The stand is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. A framed painting of the Chicago skyline. Coyote's bed has a diary with several papers sticking out of it. There's receipts stuck between the pages and a diary entry. I came back from my shift to find 4 of Paco's goons sleeping on our apartment floor. It's getting fragging ridiculous. I want to be with him, with the real Paco, but this cutter dreck keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. It's how I make cash, baby, he always says. I try to tell him he doesn't need the cash. I can support us both with what I make at the Seamstresses Union, but he still goes on these runs. With those bozos all over my floor, I feel like he's just seeing how far he can push me before I kick him out. I try to be patient, but why does it have to be all one way? As soon as the last cutter was out the door, I lost it. I told him if he ever pulled Drek like that again, he'd be sleeping in the alley. Of course, he begged and pleaded with me, telling me it wouldn't happen again. I don't want to deal with this anymore, but I don't want him to leave. He's the reason I got through all that stuff last year. Got my bartending license, got this apartment and this life. I know he cares about me and loves me more than his involvement with the cutters. I just wish I could slice out that gang from our life together. Slice out the fear that comes along with it. Inspect the receipt. A receipt for a Browning Max Power pistol from Gin Park downstairs with a note saying how big guns on hot women turn her on. Second page. Sometimes it seems like Paco reads my mind or my diary. Maybe he does the latter. I wouldn't be surprised. Hi, Paco. Ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the cutters once. He leaves the apartment with a "see you in a few hours, babe," and returns later without comment. I don't know if it's really going to help for us to avoid the subject in conversation completely, but I have felt better without our constant arguing about it. The last 2 nights I've come home from work to Paco waiting up for me, slouching on the old dumpster couch with a novel 4 inches from his face. I imagine that as I turn the key in the door, he perks up and makes himself look especially studious when I get the door open. He seems superficially surprised to see me, but I love this little act. Read the poem. Let's just say that Paco should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave the poetry to others. Page 3, another receipt. A COD receipt for a special order. 5 pounds of zebra meat from Laura's Meat Emporium located near Pike Place Market. The picture shows a young girl with caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm and she is smiling. The back of the photograph has shadow scrawled on it. Receipt for a wall safe installed near the bathroom door, set to a combination of 342 436. And put the code. A spare grenade. Let's send a med kit to stash so that we can have the grenade on us. I've done with the bed. I wanted to check her computer. Cody's computer is ancient. It's probably fished out of a junkyard. It doesn't even have a data jack, and the cracked display is coated with fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard causes the dust cake fans to spin up, only to display an on-screen password. Without the password, the only other option on the screen is a password recovery option. Oh, we needed one more point in decking. Hold on. Have we got any karma? Don't. Oh, we haven't earned any karma yet. Come on. Oh, man. Okay. Let's try Shadow as the first pet. We don't know her favorite musical act, but if we find it, we could come back. Was there anything in that diary that gave us a clue? Favorite musical act? Any clue on that? No. Okay. So we need a clue or a point in decking. I suppose Mr. Kubota knows. You heard his favorite band? What did I do? She plays a Starfire record, so you can hear them down here. I told Mr. Clue to have her shutting down that track more than once. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Shadow, Starfire, Chicago. Nice. We're in. Fucking hacking like a boss. We should also up our decking like immediately, because if we're already hitting like challenge level 3s, then we're lagging behind. Right, let's have a look at calendar. 3 days ago, meet with Delilah about gig. Today, meet Paco for date at Pike Place Market, due in 30 minutes. Coyote's contact list has exactly one entry, someone named Paco. There's no comment number or other information for him. Quick scan of a recent search shows that Coyote has been reading a great deal about hellhounds. It also suggests more than a casual interest in vintage action figures. Okay. Let's go ask Mrs. Kubota about Paco. Do you know Paco? He's a ganger, a member of the Cutters. He's a good kid and a nasty line of work. I warned Coyote against getting too attached to that type. They don't live long. You heard of Maury's Meat Emporium? Her face twists in disgust. No, I'm a vegetarian. Did you know Jin Park sold Cody a gun recently? I'd be more surprised if she hadn't. Bouncers can deal with most of the troublemakers, but around here you need a gun just to take trash out to the dumpster. Cody has a date with Paco at Pike Place Market in the next half hour. If you would go down there, it might bring me peace of mind. I'll call a cab for you. It should be able to get you there in time. Gambate Kudasai. Good luck. I'm not sure what Gambate means. In fact, I can look it up. Please do your best, keep it up, or good luck. It's an encouragement when someone is doing a task. Okay, good to know. We've got everything we need here. We've got 3 karma. Can we actually do anything with our decking there? We can. We can equip Renraku Craftwork. Let's get it. Let's get decking 3. Okay. Now we're talking. Now we're decking. Take a cab to Pike Place Market. Hell yeah. Let's go. Just give me a sec to have a quick drink. Right. You can catch a cab from Touristville to Pike Place Market in a mercifully quiet ride that takes you from probably going to be mugged to probably going to pay too much for your drinks. Compared to the urban wasteland of the Barrens, the downtown area is filled with modern buildings, lighted streets, and unbarred shops, all living beneath the shadows of massive corporate arcologies. For many, these arcologies are home. For others, they're hulking monuments to where the world went wrong. Famous for its fishmongers, Pike Place Market has been around since the early 1900s, overlooking the bay. Now it's a market for all things, legal and illegal. A melting pot of the haves and have-nots. Even though most of the shops are closed, the sights, sounds, and smells of the market hit you from the moment you step out of the cab. Find Coyote's boyfriend, Paco. Patrick. Fucking Patrick. Patrick, this handsome young man, turns away from the crowd and fixes you with his full, completely undivided attention. Ma'am, you are a beautiful dwarf, but you could be so much more. What are you selling? I'm not selling anything. We are giving away the secrets to a more fulfilling, happy, and productive life. Okay, I'll bite. What are the secrets to a happy blah blah blah? The first step is simply to come and listen. Tomorrow night, Lynn Telestrian will be speaking about the importance of family in the sixth world. Please join us tomorrow, and the secrets to a better life shall be revealed to you. He smiles and turns back to the crowd. He's recruiting for the Brotherhood. Look at this shady MF over here. Look at this. I love it. Refurbished flowers for sale. Wow, that is the most Shadowrun thing I've ever heard in my life. Synth juice for sale, just fab today. Nice. Well, there's Paco. So let's drop a save before this gets hairy. Let's go see what Paco's got to say for himself. Paco, what's up? Oh my god, look at this guy. The kid in front of you spots the trademark yellow of the Cutters gang. Young, clean-shaven, he stands like he owns the street and everyone on it. He seems distracted though, glancing around with increasing agitation. He looks over you as you approach. Watch yourself, little woman. What you want? You'd be looking for Coyote, would you? That's none of your fragging business. Who the hell are you? I'm Zero Index. I'm looking for Coyote. I need to ask her some questions. And I need you to tell me why you think that's my problem. I'm not her boss. Find her yourself. I was just at the Union. She's missed 2 shifts and Mrs. Kubota hasn't been able to reach her on her comm. The tough guy's swagger seems to drain out of Paco. The cutter is gone and before you stands a kid in a yellow jacket that doesn't quite fit. Coyote's missing? Oh man, that would explain. She was supposed to meet me over here and she blah 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 blah. She was supposed to meet me here over an hour ago. Look, sorry for getting in your face like that. What else do you know? If she's missing, I need to find her. Do you know a fixer named Mr. Delilah? I know of him, sure. Blake doesn't allow any cutters to take side gigs though, so I got no reason to deal with him. Coyote hasn't said anything about taking new work. Wait a minute. Trek, I know where she went. Damn, why couldn't she wait? Damn it. Paco, slow down. Where'd she go? The Royale Apartments. The landlord Stevie J runs a drug ring out of that hellhole. Coyote grew up there. She doesn't like to talk about it much. She's been looking for a way to settle the score with that guy for years. 4 days back, I heard Mrs. Delilah was looking for runners to steal some sort of item out from under Stevie J's nose. She must have taken the job, I'm sure of it. And if his thugs caught her... There's a grim determination in Paco's eyes. I'm going over there. You coming? One more thing, got a receipt for some zebra meat from a place called Morris Meat Market. Ever heard of it? Zebra meat? What? Look, that shop's just down the block if you want to check it out, but I'm going to the Royale with or without your help. What's it gonna be? I'm in. Don't worry. Damn right we will. Okay. Optional objective, find the meat emporium. I am all over that shit. it marked? It doesn't appear to be. Manny. Oh, this is Maury's Meat Emporium. Small meat stand presents an enormous diversity of dead animals, from cow and canine to the exotic and paranormal. The pictures on the back of the stand feature a much older version of the man in front of you. As soon as he notices Paco, the proprietor's eyes become hard and angry. What do you want? You know we can't afford more. Lex, man, my friend just has a question. Everything cool here?
Yeah, everything's swell.
Manny continues to stare daggers in Paco's direction.
My name's Manny now. What do you want?
I have this receipt for an order of zebra meat. Still have it for me?
I'll look it up. Yeah, got it right here. 2 days past the pickup time. Didn't think anyone was gonna come for it. Here, it's all yours now.
You know someone named Coyote?
Nope, I don't go in much for all that shaman stuff.
Why would someone buy zebra meat?
Some people eat it. I wouldn't recommend that. Tough as nails. We mostly sell it to corp security teams, use it to reward their hellhounds.
Oh, yeah.
The flamers go crazy for the stuff for some reason.
Interesting. Oh, Drek, that's why Coyote wanted zebra meat. Everyone talks about the pet hellhound Stevie J keeps locked up somewhere in the Royale. As if she never picked it up. Oh, sorry, and if she never picked it up.
Whatever, anything else?
What's your problem with Paco?
Why didn't you ask him?
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
It means that your gang likes to stroll through here and believe us merchants of our new yen. My dad stood up to them and he's still in the hospital.
Look, that's not my problem. I'm at the bottom of the cutter ranks anyway. I couldn't do Drek about that even if I wanted to.
Tell that to my dad.
I don't have time for this. We need to find Coyote. You're right, let's get going. Oh, it's the filth. As your eyes adjust to the flashing lights, you spot the body of a woman dead on the pavement behind the police line. Panic spreads across Paco's face. Oh no, is that Coyote? This isn't happening, god damn it. Pull yourself together, take a look. Is that her? Paco steps forward and breathes a huge sigh of relief. No, it's not her, thank God. Look, let's not hang out here too long, alright? Too many Lone Star pigs around. Paco looks over at the victim again. It's too bad, whatever happened here, I'm not going to let anything like this happen to Coyote. Do we want to talk to Officer Landers? Ripper took her eyes! Tall, emotionless Lone Star officer blocks entry to the crime scene. Behind her, you spot the lively face of the organ grinder's coroner, Dresden. This is an active Lone Star investigation. Please step away from the barrier. I'm here to see Coroner Dresden. And who might you be?
It's alright, officer, she's with me.
Dresden steps up to the barrier with a warm grin. The officer looks at you with poorly concealed skepticism. Okay then, make it quick. Thanks.
So what brings you out here, on the trail of the dead man's killer?
Coincidence, believe it or not. I take it I've stumbled across another Ripper murderer.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. As you can see, the Ripper went for the eyes this time. Pretty clean work, I gotta hand it to him. Our Ripper knows what he's doing.
Or she, I suppose. What do you know about the victim?
Well, not much.
Justin scratches his head absent-mindedly, probably breaking some sort of sanitation protocol.
She's been dead for about 3 hours. Her name was Lucy Wharton.
Works at the Stuffer Shack. Jesus, that's hard.
Worked at the Stuffer Shack just around the corner. Looks like she was just leaving work when it happened.
Was she subdued?
That's the strange thing. There don't seem to be any signs of a struggle. Not a single bruise on her body. And she was clearly alive when the eyes were taken. Died of blood loss shortly thereafter. As to what knocked her out, I won't know until I can run some tests back at the lab.
Isn't Pike Place a little far from home?
Yeah, well, I don't really mind the change of scenery. The coroner for the downtown branch is out on maternity, so I told management that I'd cover for her on this one. Plus, I want this sicko caught.
Any sign of magic?
Now, there's an interesting thought. No, nothing obvious, though. I'm sure when McCluskey shows up, he'll call in a full magical forensics team, though, just to be sure.
Any theories about the organs?
Trophies of some sort, I suppose.
probably of some symbolic significance to the killer. Beyond that, I couldn't speculate. Hey, I figure if I help you out, there's a better chance to get this scumbag off the streets a little sooner. McCluskey wants the Ripper in a cell, sure, but he couldn't care less if it takes another dozen murders. Good look out there, eh? Justin turns to start back on the body, then stops. Speaking of McCluskey, you should probably get going soon before he shows up. Lying on the pavement is the body of a young human female. Her eyes have been gouged cleanly out, and you notice a string of bite marks along her left arm. Hold on there, buddy. You didn't say anything about bite marks. What about the bite marks? Completely unrelated. It appears some wild dogs dragged the body out here from the alley sometime after her death. Really? Interesting. There's an elf over there. Officer Aguirre. Is that how you pronounce that? Aguirre? I'm familiar with the name. Pronunciation. Aguirre. Aguirre. Aguirre? Aguirre by English speakers. Should be Aguirre. Aguirre. We'll go with Aguirre. So you're the one who's working for the dead man, eh? McCluskey warned us you might be sniffing around after the Ripper. Lucky for you, I got here before McCluskey. I'm Officer Aguirre. Aguirre. Oh, fuck, I've already forgotten. Aguirre. I'm Officer Aguirre. Pleased to meet you. Now, seeing as this crime scene is going nowhere fast, what can I do for you? What can you tell me about the murder? Not much, really. We know it was about 3 hours ago. We don't know. We know that her eyes have been surgically removed. Didn't need Dresden to figure that much out. He's been looking at the body, though, so he might have more. Me, I've been scanning the rest of the scene and looking for witnesses, but no luck so far. Damn Ripper might as well be a ghost. I should say McCluskey and I have conflicting interests. Any leads? Ha, plenty if you ask McCluskey. The truth is, we're as clueless as you probably are. Thank you, officer. Hey, hold on a minute there. You haven't put in a donation for the Lonely Orphans Fund. Classic. Yeah, you see, you make a contribution to the fund, and I put you on a list and let you know the next time we find any orphans that you might be interested in. Yeah, we know how this works. I'm familiar with the Lonely Orphans Fund. 300 million? I don't have 300 million. Even 100 million would make a big difference for an orphan these days. He makes a face. Yeah, well, some orphans have more expensive taste than others. 200, you can take it or leave it. Fine, 200. His face splits into a wide grin. Excellent, I'll start an account for you. If you're getting useful new leads on the Ripper, I'll give you a call. Now, I'd better get back to work before McCluskey shows up. See you around. Ooh, look at this elf. The elf standing before you may quite possibly be the ugliest elf you've ever seen. His meticulously clean lab coat, format jacket, and old-fashioned bow tie give him the look of an undertaker from centuries past. He notices you as you approach and locks eyes with you, smiling a thin, unnerving smile. Hello there, stranger. Might I inquire, do you know which organ grinder's facility this body will be removed to? Wow, do you want to know something like that? The elf giggles, a strange high-pitched warble you would not expect to emerge from his misshapen face. Oh, just a hobby. Never mind that, though. A good evening to you and your friend, the coroner. Interesting. You know about this guy? Do you notice that particularly ugly elf standing there? Huh? Where? He's gone now, but he was asking about where the body would go. Interesting. Well, there's those who might be interested in purchasing some of her parts, sure, but that's pretty poor form to inquire at the site of a murder. An ugly elf, huh? I'll keep an eye out. Shouldn't be hard to spot if he comes back around. Sergeant Aguirre? Yeah, that sounds about right. Any opportunity to get in McCluskey's way, he'll take it. A bit sleazy, sure, but I'd take Aguirre over McCluskey any day of the week. Anytime. Cool, okay. Man, that is quite a lot of shit, and we have a little bit of karma to spend. Do we... You know what? Let's get decking level 4. Let's go fucking wild. Right, so we still haven't found what we're looking for. Ah, it's over here. Glad there's no trolls around here. You and me both, buddy. You're Frank. The oak before you wears the standard stuffer shack employee getup. The uniform is well kept and well fitted, but the tears streaming down his large crooked face do little to improve his appearance. He does not seem to notice your approach. Take it you knew the victim?
Yeah, what's it to you?
I need to ask you some questions.
Screw off, asshole.
Damn it, Frank. Junkie.
Hey, lady, you got any extra nuyen? Just need some sucrozoom from the shack over there.
Sure, here's a $5.
Thanks, Chummer.
Oh, you not got any info for me? You motherfucker. Come on, lady. Let's go find Coyote. Okay, I'm ready. The Royale Apartments. You roll on up to the most impressive bit of tenement squalor you've seen in a long time. There's a few street lamps here, and what light there is flickers with uncertainty. Most of the buildings are damaged and tagged. The smell of old rotting trash mixed with the you don't want to know is overwhelming. It's no wonder people here turn to Beatles. Everything's better than this. The better than life chip is the newest drug on the market. You don't need a good life. You can slot someone else's, live through them, and wreck your brain in the process. The front doors of the Royale Apartments aren't even locked. As you step inside, you can hear a junkie crying for another hit. It's time to find Coyote and find out what she knows about the night of Sam's murder. The Royale Apartments, what a hole. Can't imagine what it was like for Coyote growing up in here. Paco trails off. We're here to take care of business, let's get to it. If Coyote's here, we have to hurry. She's good, but, well, these Beetle guys pay to stay well informed. They may have known she was coming. Little manual save. We have a tweaker over here, a sad old man over there. Psst, hey you. The woman scratches herself like a cat at a couch, like, please, can you spare some new yen? The credit takes a little light too, lady. What can you do for me in exchange? I got nothing left to give, lady. It all goes to Beatles. Everything, please, just a few new yen. Maybe I can credit you for some information. Have you seen a woman come through here today? Armed and looking for trouble? Yes. No. What do you want me to say? I'll tell you anything. Everything, please. She drops to her knees, pleading. Sir, but I can't help you. But that doesn't make sense. The Beatles are here. I just need something. She collapses, whimpering, and seems lost in this world. Yeah, her brain is fucking fried. Hey, sad old man. Like a lazy pigeon, he watches you approach.
You're not from round here, are you? I don't want any trouble.
Easy, Gramps. I'm just looking for information, then I'm gone.
Bad day to come around here unexpected. Bit of a commotion upstairs. Stevie's man are twitchy. This pretty young thing came through earlier, snooping around like you two are. I could tell she wasn't here for Beatles. Don't know how she got upstairs, but there was a lot more gunfire than there usually is this time of day.
Did you see her come back?
Nope. A couple of Stevie's men came around asking what anyone saw. Kept my mouth shut, I did.
Where's Stevie holed up?
He's got the whole top floor to all of himself. Fancies he's the king around here.
Sounds like Cody's room went sideways on her. Hey, old man, you know how to get upstairs?
You've been right friendly, but I can't get on the wrong side of Stevie J. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough, old man. Fair enough. We won't hold that against you. Let's have a little poke around down here. Hey, stop nosing around. Ooh, a rickety stairwell. Oh, sad old man is not happy though. The wall is crumbling here. Through a hole you can see a rickety stairwell. Oh, but I can't climb through. Can I? No. Okay. Interesting. You gonna tell me anything about that, old man?
You're back. What do you want now?
Or anything about that beetle dealer?
Just that nobody around here would be crying over his death. Brings a bad type of people around, that one.
Okay. Riker.
Stop your pleading. Your boy has debts and we're collecting.
Please, Riker, no, it's my son.
Get your ass back in your squat before I break something else. I'll send him upstairs instead. You want me to give him to Stevie? Maybe after he kills that girl we caught.
You pig, give Zipper back now or
you'll bleed on me. Zipper's gone. Get yourself a new kid.
Covers his face with his hands. Oh God, please, no. Interesting. Let's go follow the victim first. Combat stim. You know what? I'll send that to stash for now. This is my home. Get out. What was all that about? Why do you care? It's my son. That bastard took my son. Who took your son? One of Stevie J's goons, Riker. He runs that filthy beetle squad across the hall. My son's Zipper. He's not a strong boy, and Riker knows it. Lured him in with those damn chips. Better than life? Ha! What life? And now they're torturing him in there. Why would they do that? Those sickos have a SimSense recording studio over there. I overheard them say they have a special guest up in the penthouse. They plan to torture her with a recording of my son's dying breath. That must be Coyote. They've got her up there. Stay frosty, Paco. Yeah, you're right. I'll be okay. What about my son? I'll see if I can save your son. Okay. Side quest activated. Oh wait, what's this? Oh, it's an elevator. Okay, we'll come back to the elevator. Let's have a quick look in here. Whoa, beetle junkies in the throes of their sordid dreams, at least as long as the creds are good. Oh my god, there's tons of them. Here's Riker.
Haven't seen you before, lady. You looking to go somewhere special?
Scream echoes through the pipes of the rotten walls. Hard to tell where it came from. Here in the middle of a recording session.
Sure am. My gear is state of the art, if you can believe it.
How about a tour of this amazing studio?
Listen, lady, I'm too busy for your chit-chat. Buy something or get out.
Hey, don't touch that. Fine. Tell me, Riker.
You're back. Decide what you want yet? I've got something for all kinds.
What was that sound? He smiles with his mouth, but his eyes say predator.
Who knows? Could be anything.
Probably someone riding the wrong end of a Yakuza execution beetle. You get all kinds. I can hook you up if you're interested. I've decided that I need to kick your ass. Gotta tell Stevie. Oh, he's fucking running. You coward. Shit. Echo, you got a gun? Okay. I can head this guy off quickly. Nice. Uh-oh, the elevator is coming down. Not good. We good? Nope. Elevator's here. Fine. We have an aimed shot. Oh, spray and pray. It's an SMG. Okay. Can we not ready an action like Overwatch? Like in Dragonfall? I guess not. Unless you do it automatically. And there's fucking jackal cover, isn't there? Oh, I could have busted the elevator controls. You grab the passcode for the elevator, that's nice. Download the Beetle. Nice. Reboot studio software. Nice. Tickler, who are you? Get out. Can't you see I'm working here? Leave now and hurry before I change my mind. Oh, okay, lady, I'm gone. Oh my god, don't die, Paco. I just have to stand in the open. What else can I do? It takes 2 turns to throw a grenade. Shit. Okay, hold up. We could do a spray and pray. Can we hit multiple targets? Yes. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, nice. Oh, that was good. That was real fucking good. How is he surviving? Right, now we've got him on the run. Oh man, get wrecked. What was that showing us? You found a piece of paper with some numbers on it. Elevator passcode. We already had the passcode. How injured is matey boy? He's fine. He'll do great. Let's rescue the son. Zipper. I don't know who you are, but thanks. You got lucky today, kid. I don't think I can move. Can you at least tell my dad? Yeah. We'll tell your dad. Have you saved my son yet? He's okay, but he's pretty messed up. I don't know how to thank you. How about a shitload of cash? Do we have anything else here? Beetle library. Database has a vast array of beetles covering all topics from disturbing and sad to romantic and adventurous. Oh, we could have probably like got those in on the fight. Let's send the happy beetle to the junkies. Keep them sweet. Let's go, Paco. Zero index, if we go up there, I'm not leaving until we find Coyote. That's fine by me. Let's go. Stevie J's penthouse apartment might have been nice at one point in time. Classic even. But now it's filled with neon tube lighting, broken down furniture, piles of rubbish, and crates containing who knows what. Still, compared to the rest of what you've seen, it's positively palatial. The only thing marring the penthouse's pseudo-luxury is a woman's cry of pain in the distance, followed by laughter. Someone being tortured for another's pleasure. You step deeper into the apartment. The elevator judders to a halt. A burning smell comes from the console. Shit. How do I grab me instead? Oops. Well, that was the wrong button. I can't force end my turn, which is weird, but sure. Oh, here we go. I think we got spotted. If we run in here, we make him come to us. Oh yeah, there he is. A raspy manic voice booms over the penthouse's PA system.
You really think you can come in here and shoot up my place? You know who I am.
I know who you are. You're the guy I'm gonna kill. Nice. Fucking drill him. Amazing. Get fucked. Uh-oh. Oh, 20 damage. Holy crapola. $20. There's no way I'm killing him in a single hit, so I need to fucking heal. Shit. It's out of ammo. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's the only gun he's got as well. Shit. Well, I'm gonna have to chug another med, I think, before I get my ass handed to me. Oh, he's healed as well, son of a bitch. Oh, fuck. Paco, kill him, please. Damn it, Paco. Oof. Oh, come on. Stevie J. But no, I can't. And with a bloody gurgle, Stevie J is no more. God damn it, Paco. Reload that gun. Getting my ass beat over here. We've got Stevie J's passcodes. You got more men out here? Okay. My sight is blocked, really? Nice one, Paco. Tell you what, wait for me to catch up. I also need to reload my gun. Let's both reload, Paco. Oh my god, the hellhounds. I give them the zebra meat. Moving beyond the bars is a stinking jumble of burnt flesh and dog flop. An enormous hellhound, its fur streaked with whip marks, growls low. The eyes of a second hellhound burn menacingly in the corner. Shove the zebra meat through the bars. Open the door. It's wild, but we're going through. That looked like it hurt. Oh, that's the chick getting hit. I was like, what the fuck was that? Oh, good. Ellie. Yes. Saved. Coyote. About time you got here, Paco. Who's your friend? I'm Zero Index. I'm here to rescue you. Yeah, and who said I needed rescuing? Guess it turns out I did, though. Thanks. Coyote, we need to get back to the Union. Mrs. Kubota has that med lab in the basement. No. Coyote speaks through gritty teeth. No, I need to finish the other thing I came here for. I need to find something for Mr. Delilah first. Stash of gems. Delilah, I thought you said you'd never do another deal with that man. Look, Paco, I needed an excuse to come back here and settle some debts. Figured I might as well get paid for it. Her voice is still strong, but her body's beginning to shake. Paco, help her back to the Union. I'll find those gems and meet you there. Kyoto looks as though she's about to argue, but says nothing. Come on, Kyoto, let's go. Oh my god, we've got 10 fucking karma. Let's up our pistol damage. Do we want to stick with pistol? Not too late to go for something better. I mean, let's just go ranged for now. And maybe a bit of quickness. Because we are going to want to buy some sort of smart weapon, I guess. And we don't really know what our options are yet. This could be the stash. Oh ho ho. Some loose Nuyen. Old junk. Money clip. And a med kit. I don't hate it. I'm not seeing any gems. Here, maybe? Shit. Well, that sucks. This is trouble. Shit. We're getting wrecked by this dog. You know what? Let's heal with the meds. And then we're gonna have to take some drugs, I think. Goddamn dog. You find a small velvet bag filled with precious gems. What is this as well? Is this a spirit for the shamans? Return to the Union. Despite Cody's clear desire to stand on her own 2 feet, Paco needs to help her through the door into the Seamstresses' Union. Heads raised and the front room of the bar falls strangely silent. Paco stands by her side now, not speaking, his dark eyes flat with fury. Coyote presses a rag to her clawed-up face. She winces but manages to keep control as she breathes in slow, deep breaths to manage the pain. Taking a closer look, you see her arm isn't much more than shreds of meat and broken bone held together by tendons and burnt skin. It'd be a miracle if she still has it by the end of the night. Mrs. Kubota is tending bar herself when Paco carries the mangled and bleeding Coyote into the Union. As soon as the boss lady lays eyes on her missing bartender, the place goes quiet fast. By the time she rounds the bar to meet you, Coyote is the color of wet spackle and there's something new in her eye, fear. This woman has faced down hellhounds, but the sight of Mrs. Kubota has her staring at the floor and mumbling. Woman, how dare you miss 2 shifts and then come back and bleed on my floor? I'm sorry, Mrs. Kubota, I had a run that went bad. So, Kat, I can see that your arm is a mess. Was this your crusade again? Do not answer, it will only upset me further. It caused me to worry about you, Coyote, and that distracted me from my business. Hi, Mrs. Kubota, my apologies again. Cherry, take her downstairs to Dr. Castle. Yes, ma'am. And tell Castle to put something new and shiny where that arm used to be. Mrs. Kubota, I can't afford a cyber arm. I am aware of your financial situation. When you are healed, we will discuss the concepts of Giri, the debt of honor. Now go, bleed elsewhere. Yes, ma'am. Nice. Plenty of karma for me. Her anger at Coyote's rashness slowly washes from her eyes and is replaced by tears. She sniffs, wipes them away, and inclines her head to you. Domo arigato, Zero Index. That girl is precious to me. It is not often that we see acts like these in the Barrens. You have performed a great service for my little family, and I welcome you into my home. Consider it yours while your work keeps you here. But we both know that words are mere air. Beyond my thanks, I offer you this remuneration. Please take it as a show of respect. I'm honored, Mrs. Kubota. Thank you. You are most welcome, and I offer more than simple lodging. you will find that there is more to Union than meets the eye. Below us is a small facility available exclusively for discriminating independent operatives like yourselves. In it, you will find vendors selling the best gear the black market has to offer, a fully equipped cyber dock, and a secure place to rest when the dreck hits the fan, as they say. My, you are quite the entrepreneur. Indeed, normally I require a percentage of the runner's income for the use of this facility, but as I said, you are family now. Consider it on the house. To gain entry, play GAFFC on the piano. Meet all the vendors. Alrighty, let's go check out the safe house. Okay. Seems to be back. I don't know what happened. It didn't seem to be on my end. My internet seems fine, so I guess that was a Twitch thing? Anyway, you didn't miss anything. I literally said thank you to Mrs. Kubota and then moved up here to see this guy. I think my game might have crashed, though, from tabbing out. Ah, okay. Hold on. Let me... Yeah, it has. Okay. Let me just Alt F4 the game. Just give me a second here. It has crashed fucking hard. Shadowrun and task. Damn it. Why does everything break at the same time? Like, one thing breaks and you tab out to do something else, and like, why is it so many games crash when you tab out? Like, that never used to be a thing, right? Let's give me a sec to relaunch. Continue. Obs will pick it up pretty soon. We might just have to spaff through that conversation again quickly. And I'll stitch the two VODs back together for YouTube rather than doing them separately. Did that complete? Is this after we did that? Yeah, it is. Okay. Right, we'll come back to her then, because what I did is I walked over here and talked to this guy. So we'll pick up from there. Van Grass is busy talking on his comlink, checking the heads-up display and motioning to a runner standing nearby, all at the same time. He's an intense little man, and get this sense that he likes to look busy. I'm Van Grass. Make it quick. Busy's good. Talk to me. I do street work. Got anything for me? He still hasn't looked at you. He's going a mile a minute. Nothing for you tonight. Sorry. I'm doing a thing right now. An important thing. I'll talk to you later. Oh, hey, lady. One more thing. Covers his comlink for a moment, tilts his head your way, but you can see he's still staring at his hood. I'm a fence too. If you've got anything you need to unload, come see me. Will do. So he's a fence and a fixer, I guess. Shall we ask Mrs. Kubota Stubbs as though she had options there? Is Mr. Delilah here tonight? Yes, Mr. Delilah is in the back bar. That's usually where he does business. You mentioned Coyote's crusade. What is it? Coyote grew up in the Royale, but managed to escape that life. However, her cousin was apparently not so lucky. He came to town about a year ago and fell in with the wrong circle. He was introduced to sim chips and became addicted to beetles. Coyote has been tearing her way through chip houses for months now, searching for him and acting as a one-woman cleanup crew. If you don't mind, how did you get involved in this? I am a former runner. Now I provide a safe haven and marketplace for runners who need a trustworthy place to congregate and do business. Are there any Johnsons or fixers here tonight? In addition to Mr. Delilah, you may wish to speak to Van Grass. He is often stage side. Van Grass is most often a receiver of found articles, but he occasionally has work. Cool. So he's mostly a fence and an occasional fixer. But you did not say there was any Johnsons specifically. But that's fine, because Johnsons usually go through the fixers anyway. There's the piano. There's Mr. Clue. Where is Mr. Delilah? How do we get to the back bar? We go through Clue? The whole control bouncer in the immaculate suit stands as impassively as ever. The absence of dust on his broad shoulders is the only real indication that the man ever moves. He nods to you when you approach. Evening. I see Coyote is back, looking only a little worse for wear. We have you to thank for that. They're having a back part? Yes. You have the gratitude of everyone here, especially mine. Couldn't stomach losing anyone else so soon after what happened to Sam. You're just a big old sheepdog, aren't you? Not the comparison made of most trolls, but I'm happy to defy expectations. Mind if I ask you a few questions? Haven't minded so far. You hear anything else about Sam's death? People are saying it was the Ripper. But people say a lot of things about what they don't know, or what they don't understand. How long have you been working for Mrs. Kubota? I crawled in here after I awoke. He's going to say goblinized. Mrs. Kubota took me in and gave me a job. I've been here ever since. Okay. So we don't get through him to Delilah. I mean, let's go look at the safe house. We can play chopsticks on the piano. Let's play the correct code. As you slowly peck the notes out on the keyboard, they spark a faint memory of wonder, immediately forgotten as the entire piano slides to the left, revealing a hidden staircase. You descend the stairs into the Union safe house. Man, that implies it's magical, not technological. The entrepreneurial Mrs. Kubota has combined everything a runner might need into a one-stop shopping experience. Black market equipment, high-end magical talismans, and whatever the hell else that said. Dr. Sarah Castle is over there. There's a locker here, which I'm guessing is my stash. Nice. Let's grab that spare medkit and my jazz. Is Paco a permanent? Dr. Sarah Castle. Make it quick, I need to operate. Thanks for helping me out back there. Tell me about the night Sam Watts died. Sam's dead? Geez, lady, do you really think this is the time? How did he die? This is going to have to wait. This woman needs surgery now. Okay, folks, I'm going to have to ask you to go sit in the waiting area. Watch some trivia or something. This young lady and I have work to do. Mrs. Kubota never said what kind of cyber arm she'd pay for. I want something badass. Got one with a laser inside? You'll take what I give you, lady. Now let's have a look at your face. Leave it. Excuse me? Coyote. I earned this face by being stupid. I'm gonna keep it, end story. Whatever you say, kid. With one swift move, she sinks a syringe into Coyote's thigh. Nighty-night. Coyote looks both better and worse than you last saw her. All the gaping holes are plugged and she's sporting a shiny new cyber arm. But now that the adrenaline has worn off, it's clear she needs some rest. Good morning. Thanks to the miracle of modern science combined with Doc Castle's magical healing powers, I'm almost as good as new. Better, really. Nice arm. Okay, looks genuinely sad. Look, about Sam, yeah? Can't say I'm surprised he's dead. Sam was on a downward spiral for a long time. What can I tell you? You served Sam the night he died. What do you remember about that night? It was a pretty average night. Regular crowd, as I remember. Sam was drinking with a guy named Armitage. Jake Armitage? Yeah, you know him? Met him, he's a charmer too. She bites her lower lip. I like gingers. Anyway, Jake and Sam were having a few. Well, Jake was having a few. Sam was tossing them back, but good. Eventually he got loud, the way he sometimes did when he mixed drinking and who knows what, and Mrs. Kubota wanted him ejected. Mr. Clue wasn't around, can't remember why, so she asked Jake to do the honors. Jake dragged him out the back into the alley, and that's the last time I saw Sam. You said he got loud. Do you remember what he was saying? She thinks, standard Sam Drek, how he grew up rich and didn't deserve this, how he hated his mother, how he loved his mother. It was pretty pathetic stuff. Tell me about Sam. I hear you liked him. I did, he made me laugh. No one else seemed to like Sam's jokes, but I did. Do you guys jam? Whoa! She smiles at Paco. Easy, lover. No, it wasn't like that. We were friends. I guess I knew him the best of everyone here. I'm sorry he's gone. Do you have any enemies? Enemies? That's hard to say. Sam partied hard, and when he died, he ran his mouth off pretty good. Got his ass kicked on more than one occasion. But no, I don't think he had any enemies, at least none that I'm aware of. Where did he live? On the streets, mostly. He'd occasionally convince someone to let him flop on their couch, but he'd always overstay his welcome and get kicked out after a few days. Sometimes I'd sneak down here so he could crash in one of the bunks. He used one the night before I saw him last. How bad was his drinking? If it was just the drinking, it would have been bad, but Sam wasn't the monogamous type. He dabbled in everything. Booze, chips, drugs. He loved the nitro, whatever he could get his hands on. It wasn't always like that, but once he got sick, he started using more and more stuff to try and forget about it. Sam was sick? Dying, didn't you know? Yeah, everyone could tell. You could just look at him and see he was a walking corpse. It had to be the drinking. Then he disappeared for a while, and one day he came back all better, looked good even. Oh, did his liver get repossessed? Interesting. All better, just like that. He said his mom helped him out. Never said how, though. Thanks, Coyote. Now I need you two to do something for me. What do you need, babe? I need you to talk to Mr. Delilah for me about the Royale run. He is usually upstairs. Tell him I didn't get the gems. Maybe I can take another run at it when I recover. I got the gems. I have them. Oh my god, look at all these guys. No, I can't save while I'm here. Interesting. David Fry. Every inch of the tech alcove is covered in chaotic patchwork quilt of circuit boards, chips, wires, displays, and a million other things that you can't identify. In the eye of this techno-bit storm stands a dwarf, immaculately dressed and supremely calm. Look at this guy. I know that look. Don't let the size of the shop fool you. I can get any Matrix hardware or software that exists, and if it doesn't exist, then I can get it made for you. Any questions I can answer, anything, any gear you need. What's a deck? What's a program? What do you have for sale? Oh, he has the Renraku Craftwork -1. Oh, it's expensive, but oh my god, he's got a load of black ice as well. Okay, let's... Man, do we know what programs we have? Do we have any? If we buy the deck, it doesn't leave us much for programs. But the extra AP is pretty fucking good, isn't it? I think let's buy the deck. If we sell our deck, we can get... Let's get the alarm state reduction. Let's get a damage. Let's get a high damage attack. Let's get a shield. Okay. Oh, I'm being rude. Also, let me introduce you to our resident decker and my good friend, Johnny Clean. Well, in the same overalls that you saw him in upstairs, down here, leaning over a workbench crammed with circuit boards, cables, and chips, Johnny Clean seems a totally different person. You get the impression that Johnny was once as hot and as invisible as the most infamous deckers today. Good to see you down here. Happy to be of help if I can be. I can't remember what his voice was. Why are you dressed as a janitor? Did I stand out upstairs? No, janitors never do. When I was younger, I had a rep for getting in and out of systems so cleanly that no one knew I was there. Half the Matrix runs that earned me my rep were made possible because I was able to get inside the facility posing as a janitor. Now it's just sort of part of me. Is it true you're part of the Echo Mirage team? Let me take this one. Listen, I've known this guy for over a decade, and he's been smart enough not to tell me. So he is sure as hell not gonna tell you anything about those days. For your health and his, best let the subject drop. Sure. T.B. Gruberman. Theodore Buster Gruberman is a well-groomed orc, dressed with a precision that suggests the straight lines of a military officer's uniform. His hair is cropped short, high, and tight, as they say, and the neatness this presents is only compromised by the uneven tusks protruding from his mouth. The only other defect in this picture of perfection is the man's cybernetic right arm, which is obvious enough to be noticeable, but not so obvious as to ruin the line of his suit. When he speaks, the orc's voice is soft and thoughtful. When he talks almost exclusively in numbers, calibers, ranges, rounds per second, arc of fire, razoring factor, tensile strength, and of course, price. Soft and thoughtful. Bunker Buster Gruberman at your service. Friends call me Buster. I also answer to Sergeant, Sir, and even Theodore on occasion. Anytime you're in the market for firearms, ammunition, or ordnance, I'm your man. How can I help you? What have you got? What is cap? Is that just the max damage it can deal? Oh, capacity. It's your mag size. Well, we can't afford anything good here. Did I never equip? Did I buy a machete? No, I never did buy the machete. Okay. Fine. Who else we got? I mean, this is the mage, but we're not going to be buying any magical... Well, I mean, we might if we get a mage on our squad, I suppose. Past the bar, the edges of the safe house become somewhat indistinct, just a magical haze surrounding a particular elf. The man seems only half of this realm, his mind wandering the far horizons of astral space while his body peddles his otherworldly wares. Good evening, young dwarf, and welcome to this humble home that we call the Union. I am Algernon Halfdream. To ease your way through the sixth world, I offer you the best in magical foci, spells, and fetishes for the conjuring of spirits. Later, Argonom. Eric Mersman is over here again. Change your clothes, change your life, right? Not only will you look better, not that you look bad now or anything, but each one will help you keep on the right side of the ground. Take a look. Oh, is he the armor merchant then? See. Okay. Cool. What do you do? Can you actually give us cyberware? In Shadowrunner circles, the term doctor is often used quite liberally to describe any sawbones with a needle and thread. In the case of the Union's resident medical expert, nothing could be further from the truth. The safe house boasts a fully equipped medical suite complete with shamanic fetishes. This is 6th world medicine of the highest caliber. The doctor herself is an unassuming sort, perhaps the type to go unnoticed entirely, if not for the sprightly spirit perched on her shoulder like her own personal gargoyle. Spirit's burning eyes follow you constantly, even as the doctor's own eyes are buried in her charts. However, she does look up long enough to acknowledge your approach. I'm Dr. Castle. I understand you were instrumental in bringing Coyote back to us. Thank you for that. Welcome, Doc. I gotta say, that was some work you did on her. High praise for a simple arm swap, especially since she wouldn't let me repair her face. She notes you eyeballing the facilities. I can tell you're surprised to find a full-service medbay under a dive bar in a slum. Don't be. This is a Shadowrunner bar after all. For a purveyor of cyberware and trauma kits, there is no better place to set up a practice. I patch runners up, install and maintain their cyberware, and provide medical supplies for their runs. I may not be as mobile as Dockwagon, but I'm the next best thing. Can I help you with anything? What cyberware do you have available? Ho, it's pricey. But we could totally get cybered up. What about your medical supplies? Let's just grab another spare basic med kit. What's that on your shoulder? This little guy supports the healing rituals I perform on my patients after surgery, dramatically reducing their recovery time. Not standard procedure, of course, but the results speak for themselves. You a shaman? While modern medical technology makes surgery less disruptive than it used to be, it's still an ordeal for both the body and the spirit, requiring extensive recuperation to properly heal. I am trained in the ways of the spirit world as well as the scientific world. I do my best to heal the whole patient. Don't know about trauma kits. I kind of already know that, but it's good to know. Right, okay. The bunk is a mess and reeks of booze. Searching through the sheets, blankets, and pillows, you find an old photograph that's seen a lot of wear. Look at the image. The image is of a blonde boy and girl, both about age 14, sitting on a dock at the edge of a lake. They appear to be twins. The boy has his arm tight around the girl's shoulders and is mugging for the camera. The girl is planting a kiss on his cheek while making rabbit ears behind his head with her fingers. Written in a woman's hand are the words Sam and Jessica, Lake Sammamish State Park, Summer 2040. Okay. Right. Oh, this shit is in our stash. Do I need to keep this on us? I just assumed that shit would be usable. I'm Googling it. Spare programs are vendor that are stored in your stash. You only equip or manage your deck of programs when you jack into a matrix point. Oh, and then we can load them from the stash. Okay, so we can just leave those in stash, that's fine. Cool. Have we done all our side missions? Deliver the stones to Mr. Delilah. Oh, we can save now. What time are we on? 3:30. We've got another 40 minutes and then I'm bailing. Mr. Delilah. Mr. Delilah looks small and tough with an untraceable shotty on his back and a heavy vest under his trench coat. He's got the air of someone who gets things done and occasionally does them himself. He might be an ex-runner, one of the rare ones smart enough to move over to management when he felt his reflexes getting slow. What do you want? Mr. Delilah, we have business to discuss. What business? I've got no business with you. Well, with Coyote, she's indisposed at the moment. At the mention of Coyote, he finally gives you his full attention. Why don't you say so? Coyote's late and my client's getting anxious. Where is she? She's getting stitched up. No kidding. Well, whatever. She's tough. She'll pull through. So who are you two? Zero Index. He's Paco. Great, we're all introduced. Now give me my stones. Give him the stones. Fuck it. Instant, there's a jeweler's scope on his eye. It's called a loop. Moving quickly through what appear to be the most valuable stones, he stops when he finds what appears to be an ordinary pebble inscribed with Hebrew characters. That's the one. He pockets it. Okay, you done good, but you're late, and Coyote knows that in this case, late equals no payment. But I'm feeling magnanimous tonight, so you guys can keep the rest of the gems as your reward. Fine. Mr. Delilah looks you up and down, takes you all in. Listen, you look like the sort of woman who might run a crew of your own one day. Might need a little talent. When that happens, you come to me, I'll set you up. He dismisses you with a wave. Looks like you impressed him. I no offense for those gems. Van Gas, follow me. Van Grass is fiddling with his cyber eye while noodling on his PDA. You're back, still busy, what's your story? We need to spend some stones, you're the right guy? Stones? Dunno, might be, let me see them. You hear the servos in Van Grass's cyber eye whir as a magnifying lens slips into position. He bends his head over the stones for 2 seconds, maybe less. Where'd you get this Drek, a gumball machine? I'll give you 1,000 for him. Yeah, sure, whatever, pay me. Done. Give me your cred stick. We'll take it. We'll take $1,000 for some stones. Okay, well that's pretty good going. We blew a lot of money on a fancy cyber deck and some programs, but we've also made a fair bit of cash there. What we do need is, do we have to go tell Coyote that we're good? Return to Coyote. Yeah. You're back. I think the highlights of the Wolves game will be on soon. Want to take a load off and watch with me? I found something in the bunk Sam was using. Yeah, great. What was it? A photo. Did you know he had a sister? Yeah, I did. He mentioned her once or twice. Didn't sound like they got along that well, she thinks. He was rambling on about it the last time I saw him. By that point, he was completely gone. Couldn't really follow what he was saying, but he sounded miserable. Your comment chips, and the screen, I think that is meant to say chirps, and the screen shows the smiling face of Officer Aguirre. If he's smiling, it must be about money. Officer Aguirre, what a pleasure to hear from you. Yeah, we're buddies. Let's go dancing soon. Listen, the Ripper got another one. The victim worked at the NTSB investigation facility down the docks. You owe me for this. Put it on my tab. You there now? Better get it equipped before McCluskey arrives. The image on your PDA dissolves as the call ends. Another Ripper murder. Where? The docks. I've got to go. Okay, listen. I want to help. You dragged me out of the Royale before. Something bad happened. Worse than getting my arm torn off, and Sam was my friend. You head to the docks, and I'll see if I can track down Sam's sister Jessica. She might be able to help us. See you when I get back. Take a cab to the NSTB warehouse. It's a long walk over there. The South Seattle dock. Leaving the Seamstress Union behind, you head to the docks. The Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up with his latest victim, left some useful evidence. Only one way to find out. South Seattle is your typical industrial area. Grit, grime, and grey. The rain doesn't help matters any. Layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wooden pallets, repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day workers. Garbage collects in the gutters of the broken down street. Disreputable is this district's middle name. Your destination, the National Transportation Society. Ugh, fuck. Almost did it perfect. Your destination, the National Transportation Safety Board warehouse, is located on a small strip of dock towards the less maintained end of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such places, it's quiet as you approach the gate. Oh my. Get to the NTSB warehouse. I know we're sitting on 4 karma, but I'm not entirely sure where to spend it yet. I'm tempted to put some points into body, but we'll get to that momentarily. I think we'll save up a handful of points so we've got some options. Streetwalker.
Hey, you looking for a good time?
Know anything about the NTSB?
Yeah, the bums around here have been stealing no crap from that place for years. Not worth my time, though.
That's all she's got to say. Well, well, well. Halt! Oh shit, a Lone Star guard. The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absent-mindedly like he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Hey, we're about to trespass on corporate property. You looking to get dusted, street scum? Oh man, there's no way he's buying that. I'm looking for my kitty cat. Here, kitty.
Sure you are, and I'm Lofia, the King of Dragons. Beat it.
Yes, sir. Okay, we need another way in. We're not getting any further up that side. I wonder if the hooker knows a way in, or whether somebody else can help us. There's a few things to look at over there. Nothing down this end? Okay. Very limited options, but sure. What have we got? There's a gap between the fuselage and the building, just large enough for someone of your stature to crawl through. Looks like you can sneak through here to bypass the security checkpoint in a second. Hold on. What is the ladder at?
Hey, that's mine.
I mean, I don't want it, but let's threaten him. I've taken it. Just nicked a ladder. Sure. I guess that's for if you're not small enough to creep through here, which I am. However, it won't actually let me go through there now. We fucked it. Hold on. Let's reload. I think I fucked it somehow. Try that again. We'll just quickly flick through the same conversations. And this time we'll leave the ladder and just crawl through the thing. Looking for my cat. And we'll head through here. Damn, 3 karma just like that. Now that we've got 7. Let's grab body 4 because it gives us hit points. Are we gonna stick with pistol? Could probably take some dodge, right? Let's take a bit of dodge. I want to have a little poke around. I don't want to end up too close to the guard, I guess. Let's just head in. About to transition. Let's go. The warehouse. Inside the large grey warehouse is as typical... Oh, sorry. I didn't see the comma. Inside, the large grey warehouse is as typical as the outside. High ceilings adorned with girders and rickety catwalks top a huge fucking hell. Top a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things and nothing more. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Can't resist. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the center of the activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim. With the uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. It seems this case hasn't leaked to the press yet. Lone Star or no, you've got a job to do. Speak with Aguirre. Took your sweet time, didn't you? I'm a busy woman. Who's the corpse? Just a corpse. And one that's not going to do anything for my career, I can tell you that. I left the computer on in the office over there if you want to see for yourself. The victim worked here at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. The National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes to try to determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of the highest priority investigation at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer and his case notes indicating he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Scientists don't make good criminals. Tell me about it. Some runner like you probably offered him to cover up his court master's involvement and tried to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out yourself if you want. I will. But I also want to talk to Dresden. Sup, Dres? Zero index. Surprised to see you here. Let me guess. Officer Aguirre tipped you off. Suppose you must have made an impression on him at the market yesterday. Or your cred stick did at any rate. Anyway, surprise, we've got another Ripper victim on our hands. Looks like business is good for Dylamork these days. Yes, indeed. The victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. Cause of death unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death, quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell yet, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. Any idea which organ the Ripper was after? Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated within the chest cavity. McCluskey getting any closer? McCluskey couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. How's Aguirre doing? Aguirre would rather... fuck. Aguirre... God. Why is... I cannot say this name. Aguirre would love to solve it before McCluskey and get his gold detective shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by their tireless pursuit of justice. Did you take the money? He grins from ear to ear. Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, ma'am? I don't think Aguirre's officer's salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. Any theories yet? Sorry, I don't do theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there was massive damage in the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting, since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplants relatively easy, but it is an odd coincidence. For a scientist, it's just that, a coincidence. Well, I happen to know that another one of those bodies had a transplant, Dresden, so I don't think it is a coincidence. I think this is a repo man. This is only the third body I've personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other two. If I find that more of the victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. Who's the woman? No clue. She just showed up. Next of kin, I think. Interesting. Shannon Harpsky. You're not a cop. She looks up, watching you warily. I'm independent. What's the relation to your dead man? The suspicion in her voice and eyes departs almost instantly when the subject turns to the deceased. He's my brother. I've been trying to speak with him, but I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. You shaman? Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. Are there any of the witnesses? Not so far as I can tell. Not among the living, anyway. Realization then dawns, bringing the light back into her eyes. My brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. She closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a low chant you can barely hear. Yes, there are others. Other spirits who may be of help. Her features harden in frustration, as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. What do you need? This warehouse contains the spirits of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help. They wish to be heard. And I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to have the run of the place. If you can find any personal items that belong to the victims, I believe that I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? Sure. Find 2 haunted objects. Piece of penis. Right, let's nosy around. Make a little save here. Not that I'm expecting combat, but you never know. This is Shadowrun, baby. Last thing I want to do is walk in and a drone just guns me down, huh? The researchers' work cyber terminal has been left on, presumably by the Lone Star investigators. Case file 95. Federated Boeing jetliner. Corporate owner Ares. The plane had several mechanical issues, resulting in a mayday at 3:04 a.m. on June 17th, 2053. 2:45 a.m. the pilot reported that the altimeter was reading in the negative values. 2:49, the co-pilot takes over the controls as the pilot leaves the cabin to investigate the rear of the plane. 2:58, the pilot cannot be contacted or located by a plane steward. 3:04, the co-pilot radios in a mayday. 3:12, the plane crashes into an empty field in West North Dakota. Interesting. Case 96, Pratt & Whitney Unmanned, owned by Ares, redacted. Corrupted. And incriminating data. The notes that appear on screen pertain to NTSB case file 96, the crash of an Ares jetliner near the UCAS and Sioux Nation border. Sioux Nation border. The crash is reportedly the result of an equipment failure. Reading further into the investigator's notes over, you find substantial evidence linking the crash to an experimental Renraku research initiative. This information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer. You download the researcher's notes to your PDA. We can probably sell that to either Ares or Renraku, or maybe some sort of information fence. That is interesting. This appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside you see several of the dead man's personal items. The blue toothbrush is still wet from being used. It smells of mint and cigarettes. As you reach for the comb, the hair on the back of your hand stands on end. When you take it off its little shelf, your heart thumps in your chest. Hard. This would be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You pocket the comb. Okay, I need one more item. The toothbrush was not good enough, apparently. See if we can get in there. There's a large pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. They could be discarded luggage or possibly the shoes worn by the occupants of the plane at the time of the crash. Sorting through the shoes, you realize that there are 3 shoes with no matching pair: a left blue sneaker, a right red heel pump, and a left black dress shoe. The dress shoe is a black lace-up with a rubber sole. The pump is a department store knockoff of an Italian brand. Sneaker is a child's and has musty, sweaty smell. Why did we smell it? Oddly, you get a sort of shock as if from static electricity when you touch it. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. Don't we need 2 items for the same victim, though? It's hard to say whether this heap of items and refuse recovered from a plane crash or simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. Sticky substance of some sort seems to have seeped through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. An earring. The earring is made out of burnished steel, formed into the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you as you touch its surface. Excellent. Dented lunchbox. You can make out the face of a grinning troll. And a cred stick. 200 new yen. Shabba. Let's go see if the shaman can do something with a shoe and a comb. Hey, Shannon. Here they are. You hand her the objects you found. She closes her eyes and chants over them for a time. When her eyes open again, they're filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I will need. It shouldn't take me long to...
What the hell is all of this?
Officer Aguirre trails after the detective, only meeting her eyes for a moment. She's the victim's sister, sir.
This is a crime scene, officer, not some sallish drum circle.
Isn't it standard procedure to contact the next of kin?
Ma'am, consider yourself contacted. Now get the hell out.
Come on, if we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I'd regret. Or worse, something I'd enjoy. Sick burns. 5 karma. Oh, nice. Nice-oo. I am tempted to get another point of body or quickness. Both of those are going to be good. Though we could save up and get a point of intelligence as well. Oh, there's so much I want. ESP control would be good. We don't know when we're going to end up in the Matrix, but having that ready to go could be very tasty. What does 5 decking give us? Fushi Virtua X. I don't think we need that yet. I think let's get a point of ESP and a point of biotech then. Let's do that. And then we'll talk to Shannon. That man is an ass. She stares daggers at McCluskey from across the warehouse. But there's no helping it now. You should just be grateful you were able to collect these items before those clods carted everything off. Can we still summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. Looking good now, but do you have any plans for this evening? A little breaking and entering, perhaps, under cover of darkness. Sure you're up for this? As long as you can deliver and make it worth my while. Don't worry, I always follow through. I mean, it's not the best thing to admit. Now, since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. May post security overnight. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say you know where to find the kinds of people we need. Just smile. Good, I'll put up the money if you find the bodies. 4K! She produces a fistful of crumpled new yen from inside a leather pouch, starts to count it out, then shoves the whole wad at you. Meet me back here at midnight. Spirits will be strong then. Fucking sweet. Oh, let's go recruit a gang. As you start to leave the warehouse, your comlink chirps, and the face of Coyote pops on the screen. Coyote looks tense. Oh, Zero Index, you in the middle of something? No problem. What do you need? Back up. Her jaw sets. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Royale. Beetle pushers like Stevie J ran the squats, ran my world while I was growing up. Sounds nasty. Her brow furrows. It was. For all kinds of reasons. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell in with some tweakers, bad guys. They hooked him on high-amp dream chips and started using him for all sorts of dreck. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been shooting up Beetle Labs ever since trying to find him. Guessing you have a new lead. It's not a lead. Her face lights up. She's running hot. She has a serious edge. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Paco's with me, but right now we could use another hand. You in? I need you right now. I'm on my way. I knew you'd come. I'll send you the address. I'll see you soon. Coyote's Crusade. The cluster of dilapidated buildings where Coyote told you to meet her appears to be the remnants of a public housing project. The buildings look like a cesspool filled with human debris. You find her standing with Paco on a street corner, eyeing the roofs, the doorways, the windows. Despite its attempts to engage her, Coyote barely says a word as the three of you weave your way through the tenements. She walks purposefully, her new cyber hand flexing open and closed with each step. It's unclear whether the action is voluntary or not. You circle around the back of a building and Coyote jumps up, grabs the bottom rung of a fire escape ladder and pulls it down. Without a signal, she starts her climb towards the roof. Paco looks at you worriedly and starts up the ladder. Thanks for meeting us, Zero Index. I owe you one. No sweat. Figured you could use the backup. Yeah, you never know what sort of firepower to expect in one of these beetle squats. She brightens. So hey, listen, I got good news for you. You know some Sister Jessica? One of my contacts found her for me while you were on your way here. I called her and asked her to meet you at the Union later today. Hope that helps. Great job, thanks. She looks at you, her scarred face soft. Least I can do. Alright, let's get this done. My cousin Gino should be in one of the squats past that door up ahead. And here there's a whole lab set up in there. From my experience, there's usually a lookout watching for cops outside and a guard at the door inside. Like I said, don't know much about firepower to expect. Like I said, don't know how much firepower to expect. These guys are nasty, so stay on guard. I just want to get in, grab Gino, and get out. Right behind you, babe. Let's do this. Saved. Right. We've got a little bit of time. We can continue on. Let's talk to this beetle clocker. The orc looks twitchy, his eyes rolling in his head. He scans the three of you, looks past to see if there are others, licks his lips and nods throughout as if going through some internal checklist. Hoi hoi, how you doing? Good day for a trip, ain't it? She leans in and whispers in your ear. This guy's a clocker, trades work time for chips. Part salesman, part lookout. Probably has a signal device for the guys inside. You want to go on a ride? You can get you a halfer for a while. How does this place operate? How can I get in? That's the best part. The best part? It's a lab. They test the new stuff here. The hottest dreck. You can place a special order and they'll make it happen. You can buy a pass card from the guy at the door. It'll get you in and out anytime you want. Then you can buy a beetle and slot it right here. Our guides guard you while you're chipping. Safest way, chummer. Safest way. You sell beetles, right? He grins a lopsided grin. Oh yeah, chummer. Oh yeah, better than life. Definitely better. Dream chips, mind benders, SimStim. SimStance without peak limits. High octane intensity. What kind of rides can I go on? We got all of it. All of it. We got it all, yeah? What you want to do? What, you going to do some crime? You want to be a bad? We can hook you up. Don't roll that way. Want to be a hero? Be a hero. We got fairy tale dreck. Chummers love it. You name it. And you can slag and frag to your heart's content. That's the real thing, right? Slagging and fragging. Don't matter what the trip as long as there's slagging involved, right? Cody's eyes are hard. Her pupils tight little pinpricks of hate. You do snuff too, don't you? The clocker looks around, more nervous now. Maybe, yeah, maybe. For the right price. You can feel it. What it's like to die. What it's like to kill. Just fucking let me in. I'll see you around after this. Probably see you lots. I don't think you're going to see shit, my guy, because we're going to come in here and murder a lot of people. We have Charlie. We have a concerned woman. I think we'll start with the concerned woman. Hello, woman. What is the cause of your concern? The woman is probably in her 30s, but hard times have aged her. She looks at you with concern. Don't do it, friends. Don't slot that dreck they're selling. Beetles are killers. Theirs most of all. Sound like you know from experience. She pulls her hair back to show you no implants, and her mouth tightens and her eyes fill up in tears. I do. I know. I lost my husband, lost my son, lost my daughter. They use her to record. Tears stream down her face. Looking for a kid named Gino, you know him? Who doesn't? He's here all the time. Gino's a clocker, trades his time for chips like their little errand boy. I saw him go in there this morning, hasn't come out, so I imagine he's riding a dream chip. What kind of guards do they have? She looks around frightened and whispers, they're serious. This place is backed by the Yakuza. Japanese mafia? Oh man. How many? What sort of firepower? There's a guy on the door, Charlie. He sells the passes to get in. He's not tough, blind in one eye. There's another 5 or so wandering around. 2 of them are bad news, covered in magical symbols. Mean. She's amped, ready. 5 or 6, that's not so bad. We have a surprise on our side. Any chipheads inside? Yep, all night, all day, and they can be dangerous too. When someone's chipped, they can send them any program they want. They can do whatever. Turn them into whores, killers, anything. Yeah, which means they can turn them on us, is the problem. You have a pass card? No, but Jamal has my son's card. Took it off him when his brain fried. Jamal's down the hall. Don't know if he'll give it up, but that's between you and him. Okay, fine. We'll keep saving, because I think we're going to be entering some combat fairly soon. Let's talk to Jamal first, maybe. In fact, let's have a little poke around. Anything in here that we can acquire? I guess not. Jamal, tell me what's going on. Jamal has the look of a long-time chiphead. Emaciated, hollow-eyed, but hungry and desperate. What you looking at, half-woman? Here, have a pass card. You were right. I got a few. I sell them at a discount. Charlie charges 50 Nuyen for them, but I can get you 3 for 100. I was thinking 75. And I was thinking slot off. Fine, give me the fucking thing. Okay, we got some beetle passes. See if Charlie will let me in. Charlie's an orc with an expression of boredom and one milky eye. He drones through his standard patter. Need a pass, 50 Nuyen each, 150 for the lot of you. I'll let you come and go as you please. You can chip in there, we'll keep you safe while you ride. Beetle chips are separate costs, last about 3 hours. Prices vary, buy those inside. Took a punch him in his blind eye, fucking hell. Got our passes right here. Great, have fun. Dandelion eaters. Cheeky bit of racist graffiti there. The dandelion eaters are, of course, elves. Right. Man, imagine if I'd love someone to get hold of the Shadowrun license and make like a modern co-op experience. Not necessarily like the same kind of game as BG3, but like with similar like scope, I guess. You know, I know that Cyberpunk 2077 exists, but it's not really the same. I never like I don't know. There's something about fucking first-person RPGs that just don't do it for me. Like I don't really like Skyrim and stuff like that either. And I know you can sort of pop it out to third person, but it's not the same. I like a turn-based RPG is what I'm saying. especially when it's like a turn-based system, you know? The entire floor of this tenement has been given over to a chaos of technology and squalor. Across the room, a chromed-out Decker argues loudly with an armed thug, abruptly falling silent as they turn towards you. The shotgun-wielding thug squeaks in panic. "It's the crew that took out Stevie J's place! I told you it was only a matter of time!" Oh shit, it's a yak Decker. The man with the cyberdeck calmly speaks with a heavily digitized voice. Oh, well, I can't do a heavily digitized voice, so I just have to imagine I'm T-paining it up. "You mess with the wrong beetle lab, a-ho. This is a Yakuza operation. With a push of a button, I can make these tweakers into my own personal killer puppets. You've bragged." "Zero Index, don't attack any of the chip heads. Don't know what they're doing, you could hurt Gino." "No civilian casualties, got it. Have a concussion grenade. Better than fragging the tweakers if they got caught in the middle." Shit, the Decker. Okay, so ideally we want to pop the Decker first. And hopefully that'll stop the beetle heads. It's a pity I can't hack him from here. Although, actually, we can mark enemies now. Interesting. Well, let us... Man, I wish I could get a target preview. I think I'm going to move here and shoot at this chick who's in the open. Paco said he had a conch grenade. Was there another chiphead somewhere? Oh, chiphead woman, chiphead dwarf. How far can you throw this, my dude? Oh, you need two thingies for it. Okay, we'll have to do that next round. He's rocking a bat or an SMG. We'll get the operator down, I think. You hit from there? 33%. You're rocking a shotty. You do have a pistol. You take an aimed shot with your pistol? Fuck's sake, you useless bitch. So much for being a street Sammy. Okay, the chipheads aren't doing too much here, so that's fine. Uh, 17. She's a chiphead. I think I just wanted to go for security. Nice. Oh, that was really good, Paco. You the man. See if Coyote can help you with that. Fucking A. Oh shit, Shaman. Oh god. Oof. Okay. That's fine. Right, I'm gonna take some shots on this Decker. God, my damage is terrible. Right. I do a spray and pray. Nice. I don't think I need the conch grade necessarily. We can just ignore this chiphead, I think. She has got a shotgun. If I move here, you have a wide cone kneecap aimed shot. Okay. Oh, that was a big fucking hit. God, we're getting pretty fucking lucky here. Is he healed? Echo needs to reload. Fine. Switch back to a regular shot. Just get this shaman down. Jesus Christ. Do I not have line of sight on him? Really? Okay, what about the Decker? Damn it. Uh-oh. Taco got shot. Oh no! There's a Yakuza mage on me. Can you deal with him? That's bad fucking news for me. Oh, come on! How do you miss point blank like that? That's insane. Can we hack that? Oh, we probably shouldn't. Because we'll just be standing there with our dick out. And Coyote cannot protect me because she's fucking useless. Nice. Paco is so good, man. Right. Can you please just shotgun this guy in the face? 6 fucking damage. You've got to be yanking my cock and balls. Just move Paco up and just shoot him. Holy crap! Okay, just got attacked with a sword. He's out of fucking ammo. God, Coyote, you are absolutely useless. How have you survived this long on the fucking streets? Take an aim shot. Nice. Not quite enough to finish him off, but almost. Oof, okay. Alright, I need to go get in there, so let's use that conch nade to keep her off my fucking ass. Better than life database management system. Gently wind down the puppets. Nice. Fuck yes. Now this is ace. They're just wandering away. Well, let's talk to Gino. You eject the BTL Gino's been riding. He gasps suddenly and his eyes flutter open. He looks confused. Worse than the other chipheads you've seen. His lips are white and chapped, his eyes sunk into his head. There's vomit on his shirt, mum spaghetti, and sweat on his forehead. When he speaks, his words are slurred. He's burnt. What the hell? Who slaughtered me out? Who fracking slaughtered me out? Cody is shaking. She looks horrified. Gino, it's me. It's Carla. Gino looks at her with glazed eyes, no recognition. Slap me back in, goddammit. This is bullshit. I don't want to be here anymore. Slap me back in. He looks around the room, angrily. His hand reaches for his implant. Coyote grabs his wrist, stops him. Gino, no. Coyote, be careful. Gino wrenches his wrist from Coyote's grasp, and he staggers back, reaches under his shirt, and pulls out a gun. Coyote watches him horrified with tears in her eyes. Gino waves it around, blinking wildly. Back off. Just back the hell off. Take it easy, Gino. We're backing off. He presses his hands to the side of his head, his fingers on the trigger, squints. What the hell is wrong with you people? We're trying to help you. This is the way you help me? Look at this place. Look at me. He looks around the squalor of the room, then glimpses his own reflection in the machinery. Oh, God, look at me. There are drugs that can help you, Gino. We can go slow. He looks at Coyote, looks at you. Well, we'll go slow. He drops the gun and Paco quickly scoops it up. Coyote grabs him fiercely. He slumps into her arms and she rocks with him for a long time, her head buried in his shoulder. When she looks up, she locks eyes with you, the deepest gratitude reflecting on her face. We're done here. I'm done. Now I need to step foot in one of these places ever again. Looking for trouble. Shannon's plan is the best lead you've got to find more about the Ripper, but getting back into the warehouse is going to require some support in case the dreck hits the fan. The Seamstresses Union will have exactly what you need. A fixer. Finding this necessary middleman and a deal broker is key to most plans involving Shadowrunners. A good fixer is worth the new yen. It's their job to have the contacts and know who's good at what. They'll put together the team you need, magical support, skilled street samurai for muscle, or an overhot decker for matrix work. Buddy, we already have one of those. Running the shadows is for fuck's sake. Running the shadows is a life and death gamble. It pays to hire the best Shadowrunners you can. Yeah, don't worry, we will. We want a good Sammy, definitely, and probably some sort of shaman, at the very least. But that is it. We're done. I'm gonna go make some meatballs. Go me. I'm gonna have delicious fucking meatballs with spaghetti and cheese. Oh, I can't wait. I'm really excited. Right. Thanks for joining. Thanks for lurking if you did. It's always good. I don't mind having some lurkers around. And if you're watching the VOD back on YouTube, thanks. Welcome to my crappy channel where I finish a lot of games. I'm super enjoying Shadowrun Returns. This is great. I'm happy with this. We're going to play this through to completion. So if you're wondering, yes, there will be more. Stream-wise, we will be back about 6 p.m. for multiplayer games. And then tomorrow morning around 10 a.m. For more Shadowrun Returns. That's it. I'm going to go get my meatballs. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.